Wow, a whole year already.
Okay, guys, one more song from OnLap, and then we're about ready to start. I have Pidgey here. He's headbanging in the background. You can't see it. He's also got someone's fucking vodka. I don't know whose that is. And what's with all the fucking bird seed, man? Anyways, let's get that frickin' next one. Okay, well, they can't hear you, so let's get to the next song. Well, I guess this means I have to hit the intro and try to clean up all this bird seed that frickin' Pidgey is throwing everywhere along with his breadcrumbs. But here's the intro, guys. Okay, now they can hear you. Now you can just bitch at me.
Listen, I'm allowed to spill birdseed and breadcrumbs everywhere I want. Listen, I'm tired, okay? I had to work 11 hours, okay?
Wow, 11? Damn, fuck.
Yeah.
What were you doing that you needed to be at work for 11 hours? You don't have to tell me what you do for a living, because that's none of my business.
I had to work with a lot of projects over at the factory that I work at. Listen, apologies if I'm a little snippy today. I'm old. I'm hurt. I'm fucking tired, and I have to work with fucking children.
That is a great fucking segue to some of the shit we're talking about tonight. We're not even ready for that shit. By the way, I have to thank Spectre for his generous re-upping on his membership. He has been a member for a year now. And yes, I do have a poll going. What are you stoked to hear about? Which topic? Ronda Rousey, Hulk Hogan, or Dave Meltzer? Me? None of them. Because this shit is giving me a fucking brain aneurysm.
You know what? Talk about Hulk Hogan and the time that The Undertaker allegedly broke his neck?
Or the time that he was like, brother. Who would be more annoying if you're stuck in a room with Will Ospreay, Vince Russo, and Hulk Hogan? Which one would you kill first? Would you kill bruv, bro, or brother?
Well, I'm not killing Ospreay first, no.
No, we don't want to kill Ospreay. But I would like to welcome everybody. We have a censored, we have an Ollie, and wow, now fucking YouTube decides to work properly. Yes, I am still learning Twitch. Hello, brother dude Jack. Hello, Quiet Try. How are you? Yes, we're talking about wrestling tonight. A subject that it has divided the fucking Twitter sphere. You're either pro AEW or you're pro WWE or you're like us in the middle and just fucking shut up about it and just enjoy what you enjoy.
Listen, I just like wrestling. I love all of it. WWE, AEW, TNA, Noah, New Japan, all of it. Even DDT.
You mean DDT with that weird fucking belt that anything can win?
Yep. Even a sex doll, apparently.
Yes. But yeah, but to let you guys know, y'all bullied me into it. So Wednesday, we are not doing a true crime Wednesday. We're doing a true tard Wednesday.
Oh.
Harmon Smith has decided to double down on his stance on the Satanic Panic.
Listen, the Satanic Panic was a nothing burger, according to Harmon Smith.
Yeah. So
all of you Dungeons and Dragons crybabies should just go back into your mother's basements and keep coping about it.
Yeah. So here's the thing that I'm just going to say. Just for reference, I know a lot about the Satanic Panic. I've done technically 4 fucking videos, the West Memphis 3 and the 3 Satanic Panic videos. And I believe 2 live streams on it. So, don't you diss Iron Man Heavy Metalweight title L. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Quiet Try. And by the way, the boobage rule is still in effect. Y'all can fucking make my... And this time, Pidgey has to be the one to keep the time.
Oh, Lord. Let me get my stopwatch ready.
Yes. If you donate $10, I will grow boobs for 5 fucking minutes.
Horrifying.
Yes, I know. It's scary. But yes. And then, of course, on Saturday, May the 4th, we're going to do a little bit of two things. I'm going to show off some lovely Star Wars memes and shit like that. But we're also going to be talking about King Cobra JFS and alcoholism. I'm not going to show the fucking weird ass fucking drinks, okay? But I am going to show how badly an alcoholic King Cobra JFS is. So it's going to be less traumatizing than his cooking streams. Sorry, Pidgey, but where's the cage? His cage is in the corner.
I just want to point out something. As we are live doing this wrestling stream, I just want to point out Joe Hendry is trending on Twitter right now.
Really?
Yeah, really? Apparently he's trending on Twitter.
Well, you know what they say? You say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Fuck, I can't do the clap.
Ow! Fuck. But yes, anyways, that's what next week is going to be. A mixture of tards, and Star Wars.
Why is Kevin Nash and Julia trending too? What the fuck?
I don't know, but you had this thing that you were telling me off stream about Harmon Smith and his fan fiction that I wanted you to say on stream just to get people prepared.
Apparently, I found a Reddit page called r/Harmon Smith. This is a real thing. And apparently, he wrote a fan fiction involving one of the characters from Spy X Family. It's the child character named Anya. And apparently, he wrote an aged alternate universe sexual assault fanfic. And that's all I know about it. I know Spectre has read a bit of it, and I don't want to know what's in it.
Yeah.
At first I just assumed that it was just somebody who also was named Harmon Smith, but no, apparently it was Harmon. God.
To answer Watch Station, I do like the original trilogy. I'm okay with the prequel trilogy. I fucking hate the sequel trilogy. I really do. And it's not because Rey is a Mary Sue character. I just don't like how they were written. You can literally tell that fucking J.J. Abrams made this beautiful stew, okay? And he passed it off to the fucking one character, or the one ad director for the sequel, and he decided to try to recreate that stew by adding shit to it. And then he handed the stew back when he fucked it up, and J.J. Abrams had to try to scoop all the shit out of it and try to sprinkle it in so you don't have that shit taste. So, I don't
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, I was done.
Oh, you're done? I was going to say, and speaking of badly written things sprinkled with shit, let's head into Dave Milt's Twitter feed.
We have to do Daily Dose of Internet first.
Ah, fuck. Well, damn. That would have been a nice segue.
Yeah, it would have. But unfortunately, we have a different type of segue for that.
Oh.
If you don't remember. But
yeah.
you know the rules. We have to start with the Daily Dose of Internet. Why? Because think of it like an aspirin. You're going to get a major fucking headache. So you might as well take a leave. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
And trust me, there's going to be headaches with this. So, everyone, say hello to Daily Dose of Internet. Hello.
Hello, everyone. This is your Daily Dose of Internet.
You fucking say hello, Pidgey, or I'm going to fucking...
I said hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Because I am going to take away your fucking whole grain fucking bird seed if you don't stop.
All right.
Okay, it's a black balloon. You know what that means. It's a gender reveal. Why do you need that sharp a fucking knife to do a gender reveal? All you need is a pin.
I was about to say, you need like a pin or a toothpick.
Yeah,
at the very
you
least.
don't need a fucking knife that you're going to shank your husband with.
Your filers on your nail clippers would do just fine.
Question. Also question, which one's the pregnant one?
Both.
Oh, true.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That means the baby's a hermaphrodite.
I thought it meant that the baby was going to go flying into the air like that one Xbox commercial.
And hello, Red Chaos. By the way, yes, Red Chaos is going to be on the Harmon Smith stream. I am not doing that alone. I am going to take call-ins for the Harmon Smith stream. But let's just say it's going to be a wild fucking ride with me actually saying this. There's going to be a fucking drinking contest with the Harmon Smith stream. It is going to be how many times can I say, fucking cite your source.
God help us.
Yes. Jeebus help us. Hold on, I gotta fix the fucking thing because this is off a little bit here. There we go. There. Now you guys can see. And by the way, say goodbye to their... That means the baby's gonna be aborted, I swear.
Yep.
There goes the baby. There's a cat, there's a dog. And for once, the cat's not the problem.
It's the doggo. Oh, good you.
I love how these two dogs are like, wasn't me. Those two fucking dogs are like Shaggy. Wasn't me.
I'm just an innocent
shit. Shit. Go, look who's in. Look who's in. True assassin, you know what that means. Quickly, Pidgey. Fucking, in the summary, what's coming up on my channel? Please!
You're going to be doing a Harmon Smith stream coming up this Wednesday. It's going to be True Tard Wednesday instead of True Crime Wednesday. Today we're going to be going over wrestling Lolcows, which include Dave Meltzer, Hulk Hogan, and Rowdy Ronda Rousey. And next week, Saturday, I think it is, you're going to be doing you're going to be talking about Star Wars, and you're also going to be talking about drinking with Cobra. You know, yes. King Cobra and his bad drinking habits.
Oh, and here's a fun thing that I forgot to mention. Every person who quits smoking does a quit date, right? Yeah. A date that they just completely fucking decide nicotine is no longer for me, right? So, my quit date for smoking was the beginning of the beginning of April, which I did way too fucking early because I quit in March. My nicotine quit date is April 30th. So by the time Harmon Smith comes around, I'm going to want a fucking cigarette. So pray for me. Pray to anybody that you pray to for me, would you?
I shall.
And yes, I am sticking to that. I'm getting nicotine patches probably Monday to get over these fucking cravings for nicotine, and then I'm going to slowly bring myself completely fucking down to where I'm been nicotine free. Oh, look, it's a fucking mud puppy. It is a swamp puppy. Look, it's a swamp puppy.
Oh, it's two babies.
Yes. Yes.
It's a Florida baby and a nature baby.
Have you ever wanted to boop the snoot of a fucking gator?
I value my hands too much.
I do too, but I just want to boop the snoot once.
It's the last boop you'll ever do.
Yeah. Oh, that poor fucking swamp puppy's like, I don't want that smoke, man.
He was just looking to spread the word that Jesus.
So
of alligator Jesus.
Yeah, alligator Jesus.
No, wait. He was actually looking to spread the word that Spectre is reptilian.
He's a Jesuit gator.
Yes.
Apparently this is a test to see how smart your cat is.
If she puts her hands against the wall, she's got a high IQ. If she's... Oh,
yeah, she already did it.
I did that with my cats. Both of my cats were like, wiggle, leave.
she did it. Okay.
One of them's gonna bump their head against the wall.
Yeah, that's just mean. Speaking of wrestling, this is how fucking Brutus Beefcake actually smashed his face.
Oh.
He was standing in the water, and somebody wanted to go paragliding, and he got fucking hit in the face with their legs.
Oh, damn. The beefcake.
Yep. Oh, shit.
Oh, my God. Oh, no. Oh, no.
That's just stupidity.
Yeah.
That's just fucking stupidity.
Audrey, I don't want to scare you. Hello, I don't want to scare you.
This poor robot Calamity.
Hello, I don't want to scare you, Pidgey.
Yeah. Hello.
But I'm just I have a question because I have to know. Does this smell like chloroform?
No.
Okay.
No.
I said I wasn't trying to scare you.
After working for over 20 hours straight with no breaks.
So this is you.
Allegedly. Maybe. Well, let me see how he collapses first.
That's
Yep,
definitely
that's
you. Yep, that's definitely you.
me.
That's definitely you.
Just knees buckled, face palmed into the ground.
This is me after my hike last night, because I hiked for 4 hours last night. Or not for 4 hours, 4 miles.
Oh.
I did a 4-mile hike, got home, and I was like all tough to my wife. I'm like, fucking greatest fucking hike ever. But deep down inside, I'm like, everything hurts!
Oh, fuck, I felt like that like a week ago because I decided to do the wise decision of going to 2 separate gyms and doing like 2 separate exercise sessions. So 2 hours in one gym, 2 hours in the other. And it's like, yeah, I'm fucking pumped. I'm ready. I'm ready to do this whole fucking workout routine every other day. Woke up the next morning, I had to fucking roll out of bed and slither to my bathroom like a fucking snake.
Don't worry, Nox. You come from behind and I'll push. Okay, I don't know what that fucking means, Spectre.
What did I miss?
I don't know, but that's what fucking Spectre put. I don't know why he wants to come from me behind. My wife will fucking slap you, fucking Spectre. Come on.
You never approach man like that.
That's sexual harassment, and that makes me a sad panda.
You think you are, Spectre? Do you think you're John Bradshaw Layfield?
Really?
Yes, really.
Okay. Oh! Well, that's one way of towing a car.
This crazy customer started...
What?
I said at least he approached him in the front, unlike Spectre.
Yeah, no, that wasn't from behind. That was actually a tail. That was from behind, see?
Wait, really?
Yeah, I think that's from behind.
Oh, I thought that was the front.
No, that's
this crazy
Never
customer.
Mind. You're right. You were right.
Hey!
For once, you were right. I'm trying to help you kidnap Pidgey. Why are you trying to kidnap Pidgey by coming from his behind?
No. How dare you?
No, that's not how we kidnap Pidgey. We just go, hey, here's some birdseed. Do you mind being on the stream? And then he goes, yes, because he thinks it's fun. And then all of a sudden he realizes it's torture.
Pretty much. I'm a hostage.
Started hissing at the
You are not a hostage, and you know it.
waiter.
Put it this way, you cannot say you're a hostage, because all you have to do is try to say something racist like fucking AP over 9K did, and I would just be like, nope.
Well, actually, to make a point to that, I don't have to say anything racist. I could just get a child to come in and say something racist for me.
Oh, fuck yeah. By the way, if you guys don't know who AP over 9K is, imagine a woman that doesn't deserve to have kids. That's all you have to know.
Pretty much.
What the fuck is that fucking woman doing? Oh, wait, is that Creepshow art?
It's just another spooky gimmick. I'm tired of these spooky gimmicks like
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross.
You are just really wanting to get into this freaking...
Pretty much, yeah. But let's keep going. Fuck.
This chunky
Meow.
monster of a boy.
He wants to eat you.
He's not overeating. I know that. Look at
Look at that bunny kick. That was a fucking great bunny kick.
That face that the kitty was doing.
That's a fucking... That cat was just like, you put me fucking down and stop showing people my belly, you pervert. This is probably Spectre's girlfriend, too, because of how perverted it is.
This little guy's human instincts kicked in.
Let's see this.
It's okay.
Yeah, I would be doing the same thing.
Fuck this shit I'm out.
Yeah, that's a fuck.
Fuck this shit.
Imagine
I'm
being
out.
fooled by
Okay, now. Okay.
Oh, it's a
then.
penguin.
Yeah, it's a penguin.
a drawing of a fish.
Get the fish! No, give the fucking penguin the fish.
Give him the fish.
That penguin appreciates art. Can we just say that is a fucking awesome ponytail?
Yeah.
I wish I had enough hair to do that.
All right, sir, the results are in. You are too short to become a world champion.
Okay, what is he doing exactly? Oh!
But why?
Hey! It's a spotty dog. It's a Dalmatian.
It's a puppo. It's a beautiful puppo.
It's a bork bork nom nom.
Very important that she gets her percordant injection. But
This poor guy was just trying to help out these ducklings.
Come on, get the aw. Aw. Oh, yeah, mommy's just like, don't fuck with my babies.
Do not touch my children.
Yes. Aw.
I want to sleep.
Oh, it's cute.
Aw.
Oh,
That is,
We needed that. We fucking needed that.
Yep.
Now, I know I said that we are going to be, you know, starting with we're going to talk about Dave Meltzer, Ronda Rousey, and them, but we have to start out with one thing that came out yesterday. This is Tony Khan. He is the owner of All Elite Wrestling. The reason why he is in a neck brace is because he is what is known as kayfabing an injury. That injury being that he got spiked on his fucking head. He also took the worst fucking punch imaginable in the same thing, and I'm not going to show that because I have taste.
You don't want to get copyright struck. He got fucking punched in the gut, and then he sold it like he got shot.
Yeah.
He just fell to the ground flat.
Hello, DevKit Gaming. Welcome. Welcome. He owns the Jacksonville Jaguars, not the Atlanta Falcons censored. He owns the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, I'm just going to say this. He is fucking on something. And I don't know what. But I'm going to let this play for 1 minute and 15 seconds, and I want you guys to hear this. I want you to hear the whole entire thing. I will save my responses for afterwards.
And keep this in mind. This is during the the NFL draft, correct?
Yes, it's during the NFL draft.
So this is like on one of the biggest platforms. And this is after he started one of potentially the biggest stories that AEW is going to have. And he goes on to national television and he does this.
I'm out of the loop. We'll get to Ronda Rousey soon, okay? I'll let you know. When we get to Ronda Rousey, you'll see.
We are the most successful sports startup since the AFL pre-merger. There has not been a challenger brand that has gained as much market share as AEW in many, many, many years. We are like the Pepsi of pro wrestling, and we're up against a really evil juggernaut. WWE is our competitor. That's who we're facing. AEW, like the Pepsi of pro wrestling. WWE's like the Harvey Weinstein of pro wrestling.
That's all I wanted to say, show. That's all I wanted to show.
Why would you say that? Why? Oh, what the fuck is wrong with this dude?
I'm just going to say this. He is on something. Look at those fucking eyes. I'm going to pop this out really quickly. Well, I can't pop it out and show it at the same time. Fuck. His eyes. If I can zoom it in. Let's see if I can zoom it in. I think zooming in. There we go. Look at those fucking eyes. These are the eyes of somebody that's doing coke. Am I wrong?
You know, to be honest, when I first saw this clip, I thought he was going to compare WWE to the Coke of wrestling, and that he was the Pepsi.
Yeah.
But obviously, from the looks of his eyes, it seems like he's the one advocating for Coke in this case.
I'm just going to say this really quickly. I want to go back point by point what he said. I'm going to stop at each point, okay?
For 5 years. We are the most successful sports startup since the AFL.
What's the AFL? Oh, yeah, the American Football League, which literally fucking merged with the NFL way back in the fucking day. While it was successful, they ended up having to merge with the NFL.
Do you think that's a sign for something to come?
And by the way, if they are they are not the most successful startup when it comes to professional wrestling. You see, there's this little fucking, I don't know if you guys know it, but there's this very, very little fucking thing that started in the 50s. It broke away from the NWA. It was called the Worldwide Wrestling Federation.
Oh yeah.
Then
Worldwide.
Then its name was shortened to the World Wrestling Federation, and then it turned into World Wrestling Entertainment.
All thanks to a panda.
Yes. And that makes me a sad panda. But oh wait, there's this other one. It's called Jim Crockett Promotions.
Oh, and Jim Crockett Promotions would become
WCW.
World Championship Wrestling. And then World Championship Wrestling was bought by the World Wrestling Federation.
Yes. You see, also at one point, TNA actually was doing really good business.
And then they decided that they were big enough in their britches to switch from, Thursday night programming over to Monday night programming.
Not only that, but they had higher ratings than AEW.
Uh-oh.
So do you get my fucking point that he's basically talking out his fucking ass?
Yeah, pretty much.
Pre-merger, there has not been a challenger brand that has gained as much market share as AEW.
Bullshit. I fucking will say bullshit because I just don't fucking know. But at the same time, we don't know your market share because you're a private company, where WWE, aka TKO, is a public company.
In many, many, many years, we are like the Pepsi of pro wrestling.
By the way, I have a question. When was the last time you went out to eat and they had Pepsi products?
A couple of places. I know like a couple fast food restaurants that serve Pepsi. Some of them serve Coke. Some of them serve both.
But here's the thing. This is the reason why I'm like, what the fuck? He just compared WWE to a rapist.
And then compared his own company to a soda company.
Yes, that doesn't fucking work. By the way, that soda company once had a fucking fleet of ships. That's what's really funny. Now, by the way, there is no fucking way that anyone can justify this and say that was a good move. That is the dumbest fucking move you can fucking make, right?
Yeah, it's very fucking dumb.
This lovely person here, David Mata Jr., I don't know anything about him. As a business owner, the moment you take the time to talk down or negative about another company in the same industry is the moment you show sign of weakness. Let's face it, that's true. And that's been a thing that fucking Tony Khan has been doing for a while now.
Yeah. And the thing about it is that I'm fine personally with the petty snipes that companies like WWE and AEW do at each other. TNA gets in on it a couple of times. But the problem with AEW is that when your week-to-week television is just full of nothing but petty snipes at WWE in response to WWE just putting on good television, it just makes you look like petty high schoolers.
I have to say this because Quiet Tribe mentioned this. Tony's honestly reminding me of Herb Abrams and how he handled talking about his fucking company. The funny thing is, Herb Abrams literally fucking died from a cocaine overdose while in police custody because he was found fucking high on cocaine with a baseball bat, greased up, completely naked, chasing somebody down the fucking hotel hallway.
Oh, it wasn't just any somebody. It was prostitutes that he was chasing with a baseball bat. And not only that, he was covered in baby oil while he was naked.
Yeah. And just like Herb Abrams, he keeps making fucking championship belts.
There are like 17 championships in AEW right now, which is ridiculous.
We all agree that this is a perfect fucking statement to make, right? As a business owner, the moment you take time... Because let's face it, the dude made a fucking dumb take. And that's what spawned this fucking thing. Because look, and by the way, look, we're going to get to this one. We're going to get to the person who runs this. But he put, was a really evil juggernaut and like Harvey Weinstein. That's what he was responding to. Now, you would think that the person that owns this would be like, yeah, that's justified. The person that owns it is Dave fucking Meltzer.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
This is his response to this. This has been a constant in every wrestling war. This is child's play compared to both Vince and Eric in the 90s. I don't remember Vince McMahon or Eric Bischoff calling each other fucking rapists. Though for fucking Vince, it would make sense. But go ahead.
I don't understand how that would be child's play compared to, DX going over to WCW or saying that or calling the opposing competition as where the big boys play with themselves. How is comparing somebody to a rapist child's play?
Realize I did respond to this. I'm not showing my responses because this isn't about me. I'm probably going to show one response, okay? I'm just going to show one response that I made to Dave Meltzer because I have this new hobby. It's called Fucking with Dave Meltzer. Because Dave Meltzer says that he is a fucking journalist. He makes fucking mistakes all the fucking time. Not only that, there have been instances that the motherfucker gets a fucking story, and this is truth. He gets a fucking story, does not try to fucking corroborate the fucking story at all, just prints it. Like, say, it would be like if fucking Pidgey, for some reason, contacts Dave Meltzer and says that fucking Rusev took his fucking, all his birdseed and fucking breadcrumbs and left him nothing. And fucking Dave Meltzer runs that fucking story without actually contacting Rusev to figure it out, also known as Miro.
Yeah, listen, Dave, I have some on-the-ground journalism that I'm willing to get for you. As my dog is barking in the background, listen, I have this amazing heat in the dirt sheets. I know a guy who is the grandmother of a security guard that works in AEW, and he heard some behind-the-scenes gossip that Griff Garrison might be coming on to AEW television for a major role. He's going to reveal himself. He's going to reveal himself as Tony Khan's bastard child.
Hey, Devastator, welcome. We're talking about Dave Meltzer and the fact that I called him a tabloid journalist and he had fucking, by the way, I did call him a tabloid journalist and his fucking response to that was to literally send me a New York Times article behind a fucking paywall to prove that he's a journalist.
Also, hi, Devastator.
And then claimed that I have never read his work and no, I don't know anything about him. That's his favorite fucking argument to people. Ah, shit. Get the 5 minutes up.
As I'm getting the 5 minutes up, I'm going to head out not leave the call. I just need to check on my dog because he is barking up a storm in the background. I don't know if you can hear it or not.
I can hear it.
Ah, fuck.
But don't worry about it. I don't care. Just go ahead and
All
do
right.
what you need to do. I'm just going to fill in people about Dave Meltzer a little bit.
And the stopwatch is going.
Okay. Minxie's Halo stream ended and hide and seek and no one could find me. That's awesome, Dave Devastator. But let's talk about Dave Meltzer. These are his main arguments. If you argue with him. 1, you don't know his fucking work. 2, well, plans changed. If it's something that it's like, hey, you fucking reported that this was going to happen in WWE or AEW television. Well, plans change. Or he just moves the fucking goalpost. Now, I wanted to show this because it is indicative of how he fucking defends AEW. He defends this man, by the way. I have done the research. This man is 64 years old. And I'm just going to show it. Okay? 64 years old. Look, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 44 minutes, 47 minutes, 51 minutes. The Hebrew posted something that was an hour ago. 1 hour.
Thank you.
2 hours. Now I'm going to listen.
I just want to say that Nox is like the Sprite of disputing internet idiocy. Spectre is a competitor, and he's the ex-Vault of internet idiocy, allegedly. I'm proud of what we're doing over here.
Thank you, Quiet Try, and I appreciate that. I'm just trying to actually put a face to idiocy. So, Do you guys see this? This guy runs the Wrestling Observer, and he can't shut the fuck up on Twitter. He is on Twitter way too fucking much. And look at this. He is just, and there is some things that he's good at. He is good at telling you what gates were and everything else. But for some reason, wrestling goes to him for influence, and I never understood why. But he got literally called out for his mistake of the whole entire frickin' saying the Harvey Weinstein thing with somebody who said, I don't recall anyone comparing the other promotion to a serial rapist on such a large TV platform. He doubled down. True. Vince only did skits implying Ted Turner was a drug addict and all the WCW talent was on steroids. Never called anyone a serial rapist. One of these crimes is worse than the other. You cannot fucking compare drug addict and steroid use to rape. This is a man who has a platform where he is on the Wrestling Observer a lot. That's his fucking thing. And yet, look at this. Wrestling Observer, Wrestling and MMA reporter. He uses reporter, combat sports business analyst. And again, look. Just fucking look. This man is on fucking Twitter more than Harmon Smith is. And he argues worse than Harmon Smith. He does. Doesn't he? Now I'm going to go to, yes, by the way, that's what's True Chart Wednesday's thumbnail is going to be. It's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah. Also, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, the doggo saw that there was a guest outside that my grandma was talking to, and he decided to let me know.
Yeah, also, I didn't quote tweet this person. He thought this was a good fucking number. AEW did 683K.23 last night. West Coast Live hurt 8%, and obviously sports competition is going to hurt everything. Cue ignorant excuses, folks, even though this was all well known in advance. You're talking about the playoffs, the NBA playoffs.
Yeah. Didn't they have like 800,000 like a few weeks ago or something like that?
Here's the thing.
Oh.
Here's the thing. This is a bullshit fucking argument, and I explained why. I'm not going to quote tweet him. Just show this. If a television show is good, it brings in ratings. If it's bad, it doesn't. Dave needs to stop kissing ass and face reality. He is the one making excuses. The competition excuse only takes you so far. Dave Meltzer has been accused of being the one behind the tribalism in the professional wrestling thing because he tends to be more AEW friendly and anti-WWE. Think about this. He has a star rating. 5-star matches, 6-star matches, and shit like that, right?
Yep.
Jon Moxley has a 5-star match. Guess who doesn't?
Kurt Angle.
Kurt fucking Angle.
One of the greatest wrestlers of all time, by the way. Your 5 minutes is up.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, good Pidgey.
Yeah. One of like the greatest wrestlers of all time, right next to people like Bret Hart, Ric Flair, Eddie Guerrero.
Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels. That's another great one. Some of the best. And he doesn't have a 5-star match to his name. You know, his amazing match is like his 30-minute Iron Man match with Brock Lesnar on SmackDown.
His WrestleMania match with Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, his WrestleMania match against Eddie Guerrero. His WrestleMania match against Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the fucking... By the way, I had to put this one because I love Sheamus. Burger after burger after burger after burger. God, I love him.
He's great.
We're going to get to the other stuff with Dave Meltzer in a second, but he did quote tweet me.
Oh.
I'm trying to find it. It's right here. Okay? Or not. That's a dropping the metaphor thing that I'll get into later. I did the Tatum Paxley stuff we're going to get into. Let's see here. Yeah. By the way, Twitter wanted me to follow these two.
I see one person we're following right there.
Yeah, Swerve Strickland. The other two are not.
The new AEW World Champion. God, I hope he has a good reign.
Yeah. So anyways, I'm just trying to find that really quickly. So But is there anything you want to add to Dave Meltzer?
Not much. I feel like he has a bit of a bias towards AEW, and I feel like he should really stop simping for Will Ospreay. He's a great wrestler. I'm not going to take away anything from Ospreay because I think he's great. His match against Danielson last Sunday was fucking awesome. But it just seems like he's weirdly obsessed with him.
And I found what I commented to. I'm going to give the backstory with it first. He's been fighting with Eric Bischoff. Okay? Now, if you don't know who Eric Bischoff is, he pretty much ran WCW. Okay? I have no problems with Eric Bischoff. But fucking Bischoff pointed out that in his fucking news articles, and how he fucking tweets, he has the same fucking problem. He doesn't use commas and he misspells everything. Maybe if he spent a little less time on Twitter and more time fucking writing like he says he does for a living, he wouldn't have that fucking problem. So Eric Bischoff, as a fucking argument back, just put the dictionary term for comma. This was Dave Meltzer's comeback. One of us goes bankrupt and destroys businesses. The other needs to insert a comma. Now here's the thing. Eric Bischoff did go bankrupt. Did he destroy WCW? No. Anybody who actually knows what caused the downfall of WCW would realize that it was a mixture of a lot of fucking things. Eric Bischoff has actually admitted to his part in it and how he would do things different. So unlike fucking Eric Bischoff, Dave Meltzer can't do that. And he is a 64-year-old man. So I put this. One has produced other forms of TV and has at least attempted to be successful in other endeavors. The other is a tablet. Oh, shit, I got something here. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships censored. Awesome.
07 censored, sorry. Ugh.
Anyways,
not English.
The other is a tabloid journalist who kisses the ass of 2 men younger than him. If you want to know what I mean the Young Bucks. The worst tag team in history. You want to know how I know they're the worst tag team in history? They're constantly pushed on AEW television because they're also vice presidents. They're also the tag team champions now, which actually doesn't fucking correlate. No, it doesn't correlate, does it? But this motherfucker constantly goes with their side of things. He did that with CM Punk, and look how far that got him. But anyways, his fucking clap back to me, which I really wanted to use a Jimmy Carr comment to it, but I'll tell you the Jimmy Carr comment afterwards, which he put, one of us comments on the work of someone who they've never actually read and believes pathological liars, automatically assuming I've never read anything he's done. You can read an issue or he's a primer. Yeah, he fucking misspelled here's a primer. By the way, watch this. That's what he linked, right? What's that?
Oh, create a free account or log in. Insert your email address. Oh, and there's another thing. Subscribe $1 a week.
He linked me a fucking article behind a paywall. Now, originally, I just wanted to type back the old Jimmy Carr joke of, if you want my comeback, you're going to have to scrape it off your mom's teeth. But I just put, that was a weak comeback. The people following you had better comebacks, which I'll show you. And I have listened to you in the past on Live Audio Wrestling, which he was a frequent guest on Live Audio Wrestling, which was a podcast. I also read free articles on F4W Online, which is where you can get free articles. What changed? I noticed you have a tendency not to admit when you're wrong about something, which is journalistic integrity. Now, here's some of the lovely things people would. Dave has more money than Eric. That's a good one. Younger than him? What are you, a bitter old grandpa who can't ball his fists no more? I love that. So I put, awesome comeback, dude. Love it. Thanks. Because you can't fucking make me pissed. Hello, Dylan. How are you, Dylan? Dylan Bacon's here. The man that if he talked, everybody would swoon. Men would go gay. Women who were gay would go straight because he has the voice of an angel.
Dylan, please send help, please.
Anyways, now that I've gotten all that off my hands, let's talk about some of his dumb takes. This is Tatum Paxley. Her whole entire character, she's a psycho. Okay?
Yeah, and she's obsessed with the NXT Women's Championship. She was friends with Lyra Valkyria, the former NXT Women's Champion, because she wanted to be around that belt.
Yes.
And now that she lost it, she now wants it for herself so that she can be a good girl. That is basically her character.
Dave Meltzer on NXT's Tatum Paxley. I will let you read this.
All right. Dave Meltzer on WWE NXT's Tatum Paxley. I hate that character. Hate it. It's just a waste of time. It sucked with Alexa Bliss. Then Alba Fire and Isla Dawn did it. And it wasn't good with them either. And she's the worst out of all of them.
Okay. What he's talking about with that is Alexa Bliss, when Bray Wyatt, God rest his soul, was around, did kind of a supernatural type of thing. Alba Fire and Isla Dawn are doing witchy characters. Isla Dawn sucks at it. Okay? Nothing about Isla Dawn makes me think that she's anything more than just some weirdo. Okay? This is not a supernatural character. This is a stalker character. This is a crazy character. There is a huge fucking difference.
I love the dots that he connected between them. You know, a supernatural clown-possessed co-host of the wrestling version of Mr. Rogers, and then he jumped between two witches, and then he jumped to a stalker, and somehow concluded that they're all the same character.
No, and somebody actually pointed out that he must really hate Julia Hart.
Oh, yeah. You know.
You know, the one that's actually a part of the House of Black.
Yep. God, I love the House of Black.
Yes. We need
They're
them more.
great. Especially Buddy Matthews.
I'll read this one. Dave Meltzer on Trick Williams, the current NXT champion, who's only been in the business for 2 fucking years.
And the former NXT North American champion when he had that banger of a match against Dominic Mysterio.
He had banger after banger after banger. Anyways.
After burger.
Look at this man. Does this man look like he would be printing money?
Oh, definitely. Especially with his promo abilities. He's gotten better ever since, the dreaded NXT 2.0 days. He's made himself an established star with his matches against, again, Dominic Mysterio, and his matches against Ilya Dragunov. They've all been great. His rivalry with Carmelo Hayes, his former partner, was fucking amazing. He's great, honestly.
But allow me, if you will, Pidgey. Let me read this one.
Indeed.
Trick isn't that good. That's the reality. He's got a credible charisma, but you put him in a main event match. Granted, he did look really good against Ilya Dragunov, but Ilya is one of those people that gives you a false perception of the ability of the other person. It's like wrestling Ric Flair or a tag team wrestling the Young Bucks. You always look better.
You couldn't have brought up like Bret Hart because famously, Bret Hart did a match with the British Bulldog at SummerSlam, what was it, 92 or something? Where Bulldog forgot his spots and Bret walked him through it. He's one of the best at making people look amazing in the ring. Because he's an amazing seller and an amazing wrestler.
Yeah, but Dave Meltzer hates WWE. And I know why. I'll get to it in a second. But can we just take a fucking moment to just look at this and go, what the fuck is this man on? Seriously, he put the Young Bucks in there with Ric Flair. The Young Bucks, the Wish version of the Hardy Boys. Ric Flair. One of these things is not like the other. He could have put FTR. He could have put the Usos. He wouldn't put the Usos, and I know why. But here's the other thing. He said this about AEW, and it just shows how much he sucks the cock off of Tony Khan. That's probably why Tony Khan looks so fucking excited in that one thing. Imagine being told that a 5-year-old restaurant was the best restaurant ever in the history of the world. Then going there and finding out that it's just a rundown burger joint whose staff couldn't put the cheese on a Big Mac without dropping it on the floor and bleeding on it.
Okay, that's funny. That's funny.
His response: imagine you went there on a Sunday and saw a packed restaurant and found the best chefs from Japan, England, and the US were all cooking their favorite dishes the same night. You could go there and said, there's no jump house for kids here. Think of the casuals.
My question is, why is it only good on Sunday?
I had to put this, I'm sorry. Dropping the metaphor slightly, I'm going to be real. If I go to a restaurant and on the menu is sushi, hamburgers, or spotted dick, I would wonder what crackhead would open a business without a goal in mind, hiring chefs without a set menu. Seems like a bad business decision.
I see the comment under there telling you what, I'd have sushi, hamburgers, and spotted dick as a 3-course deal anytime I'm hungry.
I forgot to actually favorite that one because I love that. But yeah, my point being, Dave Meltzer doesn't know shit. We do have some videos, and I'm going to let the experts of the wrestling business talk.
Oh, Lode Jim Cornette.
Now, I'm going to say this. You can have your opinions on any of these fucking people you want. I won't have a problem with it. But I do love Jim Cornette. I'm sorry. I just love Jim fucking Cornette.
Yeah, I'm on Jim Cornette. He said some good things that I agree with, but on the other hand, he said some stuff that I really don't agree with.
Yes, but I love this. Jim Cornette reviews Dave Meltzer and Brian Alvarez arguing again. Brian Alvarez is another fucking person I might get into if we do a Lolcows Part 2. Wrestling Lolcows Part 2. Because he's just as stupid. Because he wrote a book called The Death of WCW and he blamed it all on Vince Russo. Not joking. So you ready to listen to the melodic tones of Jim Cornette?
Yeah.
Listeners want to get your reaction to this. The Meltzer Says What Twitter account just tweeted out, Dave did the Brian voice again while they argued over crowd heat in the
Why is
Diana
it so
versus
small?
Mariah May match.
How could they argue over something that didn't exist?
I'm not sure.
I'm sorry. But if you've seen that match, you would know he's being truthful. Well, sounds like certain group of at Pidgey, Minxie, Alex, and Frick cover went a lot. Oh, true.
But I love me some wrestling. I think it's one of the best things on the planet, honestly.
Where I live, there's a lot of older wrestlers. And I love older wrestlers. I used to watch wrestling, don't have TV in my rural area, too poor for cable. I don't have cable either. I only watch it on YouTube once in a while.
Let's hear what this is. I'm hearing it. We're going to review it right now for the first time here. This was been sent in by a bunch of the listeners. Posted by Meltzer Said What.
We had Diana and Mariah May. And
that person that's talking with a whiny voice is Brian Alvarez. This man thought he was going to be a good professional wrestler at one point.
Oh, yeah. I actually saw a clip of him earlier today being roasted by Christian.
Oh, that's funny. You gotta send me that later so I can watch it on my off time.
Oh,
inexplicably, Diana is still a babyface. So she's out there making her comeback, and no one cares.
Brian!
What?
There was a lot of heat in...
Don't you just love that? Brian! That sounds like the fucking Peter Griffin thing of, Randy! I gotta figure out why the captions are so fucking small. I wonder why that is. Options. Why are my captions so fucking small? Is it font size? It's at 50%? What the fuck? There we go. Now you guys can see it.
In this match.
For Diana's comeback? No, there was not.
Well, they didn't do a comeback. They did back and forth, and there was heat.
No, they got heat on Diana, and she starts making a comeback, and they did not care.
Exactly. Because AEW can't get anybody to fucking care. But don't you just love that fucking Brian?
Brian.
Isn't that like the fucking one episode of fucking Family Guy where Peter's talking about his bully and he keeps going, Randy?
At the end, when they started going back and forth, they got back and forth.
I thought they were joking. They're serious, I guess.
They're seriously mad about a comeback in a girls' match.
When they went back and forth, the crowd was real into this.
Yeah, because they were into Mariah.
They were into both. When they went back and forth, they popped for both one's offenses. This one,
By the way, I watched the match on AEW or on somewhere on YouTube. The crowd was quiet. Was completely fucking quiet. You could literally hear them talking over the fucking match.
That was not good.
And fucking Dave Meltzer, I don't know if he's just senile or something, but he's just like fucking going, they popped.
But listen, if there's one thing that I could say about AEW that is like an actual full-on criticism, and I feel like I'd be preaching to the choir if I say this, but they really need to fix their fucking women's division. Like,
yeah, they do.
My God, they don't know how to book the women's division. It's been 5 years, and people have been asking for better booking for the women's division. Also, where the fuck is Britt Baker?
She's wondering that. I'm not joking. She literally has actually said, "Why am I not featured?"
That's a good question. She's like one of the best female wrestlers on their roster. Where the fuck is she?
Oh, I watched this match. I was like, we're doing this again? Deanna's making a comeback and it's quiet.
They weren't.
I was watching it. I'll load it up right now if I have to.
Load it up.
Let me stop it for a second.
If I tell you a rooster can pull a box.
By the way, the fun thing is, if it wasn't for fucking Jim Cornette, that whole entire fucking scam fucking thing that CoffeeZilla covered with the one dude, I can't remember the dude's name right offhand, but he was a podcast scammer, wouldn't have fucking been uncovered because it was Jim Cornette and Brian Last who fucking gave the most fucking stuff about it. They actually have a playlist on the fucking official Jim Cornette about the dude.
Oh.
I'll even show you really quickly because I'm pretty much done with that. I just wanted to show that. Playlists. Let's see here. Colin Thompson, Cast Media. Here's the full playlist.
Oh, wow.
They have talked shit about him. An omnibus of 6 hours of talking about it. And yes, I watched all 6 hours while I was playing Baldur's Gate 3.
Damn.
Next one. I have to share this one.
Dave
because
Meltzer
he can't.
says Tony Khan is smarter than Eric Bischoff.
This is Vince Russo.
Oh, no.
Now, "15 minutes till Alex foot time to harass him after all." Okay, well, this is Vince Russo. And you're going to love, this is the only time I've ever agreed with Vince Russo.
Listen, bro, listen.
Look, motherfucker, you're going to stop with the fucking bros because I am tired of fucking bros. If I hear somebody say fucking bro one more fucking time.
You have to listen, Nox. I'm not being forced to say that word. The people who are forcing me to say this are outside forces. Trust me, bro, it's only going to get worse from here.
Why? I just want to show the part with what Dave Meltzer says.
Tony Khan is so freaking smart about pro wrestling. You know, he's much smarter than like Eric Bischoff. Wow.
He just said that. I gotta refresh it so that the fucking thing.
Tony Khan is so
really quickly so I can.
Sounds AI generated there.
It's not though. It's not
freaking smart about pro wrestling.
Tony Khan is smart about pro wrestling. Okay, just remember that. Do you guys need me to go back to that fucking one tweet where he actually showed the fucking ratings? If he's so fucking smart about pro wrestling, why the fuck is the ratings to the fucking point where most fucking channels would have canceled the fucking program?
Good question.
Meanwhile, Eric Bischoff, at the height of Eric Bischoff's power, was like a 2.0, fucking 3.0 at the lowest.
Also, if he was a smart booker, why are there 17 championships in the company and the audience only gives a shit about, like, 7 of them?
Exactly. Do you want to actually find the list of championships in AEW while I play this?
Oh, I think I can recall them from memory.
Well, let me play this and then I'll let you do that because
he's much smarter than like Eric Bischoff.
Wow. Russo'sBrand.com.
That was a preview. Now let's go into
smart about pro wrestling. I mean, the rest of them were just, they didn't get pro wrestling at all. They just thought it was easy money. This guy, he is really, really smart. I mean, that's the one thing. You know, he's much smarter than like Eric Bischoff.
Wow.
Yeah, he did say that. Look, by the way, this is Dave Meltzer. Does this man look like he is all there? even when he says this shit, it just makes me go, what the fuck? And by the way, I want to play Vince Russo's response because this shows you something. Because Vince Russo and Eric Bischoff hate each other. You ready?
Yep.
You know, that's so. Listen, Eric makes it crystal clear. He does not like Dave Meltzer. I mean, he makes that crystal clear. This is Meltzer's way of taking a shot at Eric Bischoff. Bro, Jeff, play this clip back one more time. Play it back one more time.
Tony Khan is so freaking smart about pro wrestling. I mean, the rest of them they didn't get pro wrestling at all. They just thought it was easy money. This guy, he is really, really smart. I mean, that's the one thing. He's much smarter than like Eric Bischoff or people like that. Not that, to diminish Eric Bischoff, he built a company that was far more successful at its peak than AEW has ever been at its peak. But still, Tony didn't have a Hulk Hogan. He had Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega and people like that. But that's...
Can you build a good fucking promoter can build off of Kenny Omega and fucking Chris Jericho?
Yeah.
Vince McMahon fucking proved this. Eric Bischoff fucking proved this. You know how Eric Bischoff proved this? Goldberg.
Yep.
I'm just saying.
And Goldberg was a homegrown talent.
ADHD. Oh my God. Read Ollie. ADHD people are more on point than him. They chase squirrels. Oh God.
I love that.
Give it to her. Give her the brutality.
Okay, hold on. Give me a jiffy.
This is my brutality!
That was fucking nuts. Thank you for that. Thank you. That was awesome. Fucking True Assassins, bro. Yeah, fucking hell. Who is Vince Russo? I'm not caught up on with wrestling. Vince Russo was a writer during the Attitude Era of WWE. He went to WCW, kind of proved that he didn't know what the fuck he was doing.
I mean, I can give Vince Russo one credit. He came up with the Deadly Games for Survivor Series back in '98, and that was like one of the best tournaments that WWE did. And then he followed it up with the Brawl for All. Remember that?
Yeah, he is a mixed bag. Some things he's done have worked. Other things have been like, what the fuck?
And then he came over to WCW, and then there's the whole thing with WCW 2000.
Yes.
We don't talk about WCW in 2000.
No, we don't.
It's not the equivalent of Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, Randy Savage, Roddy Piper, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall.
Because all of them were already big.
Yeah.
Seriously, Jeff, I'm going to ask a serious question. I am dead serious because if I was the other jabron that was on the show with Meltzer, this is what my question would have been. He made the comment, Tony Khan is so freaking smart about professional wrestling. My question would be, explain. He's smart about professional wrestling in what sense? Bro, what has Tony Khan done that nobody else before him has ever done before?
Mic drop?
Mic drop.
This is the one fucking time I fucking agree with fucking Vince Russo. And I'm sure Vince Russo is a lovely person. But we have to actually play one more before we move on to Ronda Rousey.
Oh, do you still want me to list all the championships in under AEW's umbrella?
Can we actually do this one first?
Oh, sure, definitely.
Because look what it's called.
Oh, well, that's gonna be funny.
Now, this is Eric Bischoff. For all of you who don't know who Eric Bischoff is, he used to run WCW. He was in TNA. He also was a character in WWE. He has years of experience, good or bad. He has years of experience, okay? And I'm going to fucking refresh because the fucking subtitles for some reason are too small.
Wrestling Observer newsletter and the people that vote within it are a collection of... It's basically a circle jerk.
By the way, this man is married to one of Ric Flair's daughters.
Oh.
Conrad Thompson. He's married to Megan Flair.
Really?
Yeah. Which means Charlotte is his sister-in-law.
Okay. It's a masturbation experience for Dave Meltzer to be sitting in the middle of this small group of nerds like him and making these votes that are not based on anything.
He's talking about the awards the Wrestling Observer does. He looks like someone's grandpa. He is a grandpa.
Closely related to any kind of subjective or objective reality. It's just not. You've got Dave Meltzer, who is...
What?
Oh, Moonchild said that they were heading out.
Oh.
So I was just going to take care.
Take care, Moonchild. I'm sorry. I'm literally fixated on the fucking tattoo that he's got. I want to know what that is.
He creates this narrative within his little dirt sheet universe and gets like-minded, weak-minded people to all vote and agree with him and his perspective on things. To suggest that Tony Khan was Booker of the Year, Promoter of the Year, when his company damn near imploded last year as a result of the piss-poor decisions, immature decisions, and nonsensical decisions that Tony Khan has made last year is a joke. But
yeah, one of the awards is Promoter of the Year, and he awarded it to Tony Khan over Triple H. Think about that. If you guys understand, I just don't fucking agree with that whatsoever. I just wanted to play a little bit more of this, and then we're going to move on to Ronda Rousey.
All right.
Yeah.
The reason Dave does it is because of the proximity principle, right? Dave is close to the elite. He's close to the Young Bucks. He can say whatever he wants, and Tony Khan could criticize Ariel Helwani for not being objective. Dave Meltzer, if he is not a paid supporter and promoter in his own way of AEW, probably should be. And now it's all blowing up in his face. So he tries to, balance that out a little bit. But Dave Meltzer it's funny how Dave projects a lot. He really projects a lot. And I've noticed it more and more because of the way he covers recent things. But Dave is he always uses the word con man. Everybody that doesn't agree with Dave or someone that Dave does like is a con man in the business. There is no bigger example of a fraud. And by virtue of the fact that recently we found out that this so-called this objective journalist is taking phony information that is fed to him and posted as if it's true in his own voice. And it's not. And he was exposed. There is not a...
Your thoughts?
I think I'm good for this. They got it covered.
Yeah. He's not a journalist. He's a tabloid journalist. Now, I want you to really quickly, just to show how ridiculous AEW is, name every title.
All right, name every single title in AEW. Currently, we have the AEW World Championship being held by Shane Swerve Strickland.
Just give the titles. Just give the titles. You don't have to give who has them.
Okay, we have the TNT. We have the World Championship for AEW, the TNT Championship, the International Championship, the Continental Championship, the unsanctioned FTW Championship. Yes, it's unsanctioned. You have the tag team titles. You have the trios titles. You have the Women's Championship, and you have the TBS Championship. Those are all the belts under AEW's branch, but I'm not done yet, because there's also Ring of Honor that they own, because they have the Ring of Honor World Championship. We're at 10 belts now, so keep it track. We have the World Championship, the Tag Team Championships for Ring of Honor, the Trios Championships for Ring of Honor, which might be unified with the AEW Trios Championships. Anyway, we have the Women's Championship, the Pure Championship, the Television Championship, and the Women's Television Championship. 16 championships. Well, 17 if you count the New Japan Strong Openweight Championship.
Okay, I have to share this because I always share when Quiet Try goes off on his little things. He did it. Brian!
Nice.
Anyways.
Yeah, 16 championships.
Yeah, that's too many championships. Let's go to Ronda Rousey.
Oh, Lord.
I do have something to say beforehand. Ronda Rousey is a former Olympian. Did you know that?
Did not know that. Mostly just knew her from her UFC stuff.
In 2008, she won the bronze medal in judo in Beijing.
Oh.
But here's she transitioned to Strikeforce first, where her first fucking fight, and I am not joking, she put the person she was facing in an armbar, right? and then yelled to the fucking ref that fucking her opponent was tapping when the opponent wasn't tapping. She claimed that she heard the fucking opponent yell tap, which shouldn't do anything. You have to tap. That ended the fight. So she cheated to win her first fight. So now we are going to watch Sunny V2's video on her first. Actually, we'll wait on that one. Let's talk about some of the things stupid shit she said recently. When coming back to the WWE, she told Triple H, "I can't be associated with mediocrity."
What the fuck?
This woman went from UFC to WWE, right?
Right.
And she said that she told Triple H that she cannot be associated with mediocrity. And why? She's mediocre. She wasn't very good at it. We'll get into it, but she wasn't good at it. I want to keep this in mind.
Also, she didn't want to associate with mediocrity when she was in WWE's most mediocre, worst time possible. 2018 to 2019.
Yes.
Where all their storytelling was shit.
Yes, and I have to fucking fix this again because for some reason it did that. But we're going to watch Sunny V2 because he did a very good job explaining every little fucking thing about this woman. Okay? So we're going to stop it when we have points. But let's start this, okay?
All right.
17 million followers, but with only a couple thousand likes per post, it's safe to say Ronda Rousey has only a few active fans. Through hypocrisy, a massive ego, and undeniable delusion, Ronda Rousey has become one of the most unlikable athletes ever, recently wrecking her final career opportunity and sparking a mass exodus of social media followers. So why are people...
Also, she thinks she's the greatest fighter in the world. I want you to think about that. Think about that while I play this.
People so happy to see her fail? Well, arrogance, that's why.
What makes me so confident that I can win is I'm the greatest fighter in the world.
Now, in the beginning, Ronda's arrogant statements were at least partially justified. She'd spent 4 years winning every fight available, although there was one massive issue. 9 out of her 12 fights were won using the exact same move, submission via armbar. Fans would therefore label Ronda a one-trick pony, because while being extremely skilled at armbars, she was seriously lacking in other MMA areas.
Look at that shadow boxing. Tell me what's wrong with it.
She was seriously
so
lacking
disjointed. It looks like Shane McMahon's shadow boxing, but somehow worse.
That's not shadow boxing. That's flailing with fucking no fucking movement whatsoever.
MMA areas. As far back as 2012, people wrote, "Does anyone else think Ronda Rousey is greatly overrated? Her striking game is all..."
I do! Do you believe she's overrated?
A bit, yeah.
Okay.
Almost non-existent. Is she a good judoka? Absolutely. Is she a good mixed martial artist? Not at all.
No, she wasn't.
Ronda had a very limited approach. She didn't kick, and she wasn't necessarily the most skillful boxer. She didn't really have a tremendous amount of experience.
A lack of striking ability has...
I'm just going to say this. Marvel Studios, hire Joe Rogan to play Professor X. That's all I'm saying. Okay? Shall we continue? Pidgey? Oh, great. Pidgey's not talking. It's just me. Okay. Well, I don't know if Pidgey's doing something, but we'll just continue.
Since been featured in compilations such as this one, while people were even commenting at her peak. Anytime I need inspiration, I watch her hit a heavy bag or shadow box. If she can make it to the UFC with that sloppy garbage...
Yeah, think about this. Jake Paul actually has a better fucking... is better at this. Fucking Jake Paul is a better fucking at shadow boxing than her, and there's holes in fucking his fucking game.
Then anything is possible. Despite her obvious weak spots, Ronda maintained her arrogance.
I know the level my striking is at, and that's one of the advantages that I have is they don't really know.
Which even extended to her personal life.
I really wouldn't want to waste any time on a guy that is easily intimidated by me. I mean, there's more intimidating things in life than me, so if that stopped you already, then you're just saving my time.
Although there was no better example of arrogance than her 12th and final...
Betch Correa, I remember this fight. Betch Correa deserved it because Betch Correa... thought she was better at fucking mixed martial arts than what she actually fucking was. She was horrible at mixed martial arts. She was she literally said some horrible fucking things, including things like, oh, I hope that Ronda Rousey doesn't kill herself after I beat her and shit like that. She deserved to get her fucking head knocked off. I'm just going to say that. I'm glad she's fucking retired. She was horrible.
UFC win. Ronda won the fight with a clumsy knockout punch, but still walked away with an egotistical look on her face, as if she couldn't be beaten by anyone. Ronda refused to show even the smallest bit of humility, and as explained by one of the comments, this was probably the worst thing that could have happened to Rousey. This fight was her downfall as it made her far too confident in her bad striking, and she never felt the need to improve anything, which was especially bad given her next opponent was Holly Holm, a 19-
Yeah, by the way, she thought she can beat Holly Holm. Think about that. This woman was so fucking delusional. She fucking thought she could beat Holly Holm. And Pidgey, are you there? Pidgey? Okay, we seem to have lost Pidgey. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to send him a text really quickly. But anyways, I'm going to continue. Hopefully Pidgey shows back up.
8-time boxing world champion. In the lead up to their fight, Holly was humble and extremely kind.
As far as Ronda's performances, not just some of them have been impressive, all of them have been impressive, so, I mean, nobody can argue with that.
While Ronda was extremely rude, maintaining that nobody could ever beat her.
Beating Holly Holmes is definitely in my hands, and I'm going to do it.
Ronda's arrogance was even worse in other interviews.
I'm great at this. I'm the best at this. I'm more prepared than she is for this, and I'm going to win on Sunday. Everyone's going to see.
Still refusing to show a single shroud.
Doesn't she come off like the fucking mean girl that you can't wait for her to actually get her ass kicked? I'm just saying. But, Pidgey, can you hear me? I don't know what's going on. I hope he's okay, too. He's still in here, but he just seems to have gone... he just seemed to have gone quiet. Hopefully he just kind of is doing something.
Of humility.
I'm better than every other girl in every area of MMA. MMA striking is different, and I think I'm the best at it.
When the day of their fight finally came, Holly offered to touch gloves, yet Ronda Rousey refused, and while Ronda had just...
Which is, by the way, disrespectful.
4 weeks prior stated...
She can try and kick me in the head, but it's not going to go like that. Not the way she wants.
This is exactly how the fight ended. Holly knocked
one
Ronda out
shot
with a kick
in
to the head.
This, by the way, was my wallpaper for the longest time because that's how much I hated Ronda Rousey. Was just her getting her ass kicked and being fucking humbled. But here's the thing. She didn't get fucking humbled. She came up with excuse after excuse after fucking excuse for why she lost.
With Ronda's face from before and after the fight, confirming she'd been completely humbled. Well, just kidding. Ronda refused to accept that Holly was simply better.
I think that it's probably just hard for her to really maybe admit that. I was just the better fighter.
And instead began to make braggy excuses for why she lost the match.
It was my 3rd title fight in 9 months, and I don't think anyone's ever even attempted that before. And that's a lot. I think the one thing that was different, I just kind of felt tired.
Ronda then tried to make the audience feel bad for her.
What am I anymore if I'm not this? And I was literally sitting there and I'm like, I'm nothing. I'm like, what do I do anymore?
That shows that she has never understood that when you lose, you pick yourself back up and try again. That's something we are taught when we're kids. Something that our fucking parents teach us.
No one gives a shit about me anymore without this.
Although the comment section wasn't having any of it. You know, Ronda's ego was so out of control as she thought herself unbeatable. She had no respect for anyone and trashed all of her opponents. She deserved to get knocked out and brought down to earth. In an article titled "Rooting for Ronda Rousey is Tough, and it has nothing to do with her loss," ESPN highlighted that Ronda had publicly smeared Floyd Mayweather for his history of domestic violence, yet she was dating another MMA fighter
Travis
who had been
Brown.
accused of domestic violence himself.
Travis Brown, who is her current husband, by the way, was... Oh, welcome back. I was scared, dude.
Sorry about that. I had to take care of some emergency that came up. Sorry.
It's fine. We're just talking about Ronda Rousey being unable to admit she sucks.
Okay.
To make matters worse, the article brought up Ronda's 2015 book, in which she talked extensively about assaulting her ex-boyfriend. She punched him in the face with a straight right, then a left hook. When he still wouldn't move, she slapped him again, then grabbed him by the neck of his hoodie, kneed him in the face, and tossed him aside on the kitchen floor. The incident ended, she said, at her car, when he tried to prevent her from driving away, and she pulled him by the neck of the hoodie again, dragged him out onto the sidewalk, and left him writhing.
Why would somebody brag about this?
Lord Jesus.
That is just fucking horrible. Why would anyone brag about this shit? This woman's a level of sniper wolf at this point, and we're not even close to the horrible shit she's done.
There. This might explain why Ronda also began to claim that she could beat the male heavyweight UFC champion, stating, "You cannot tell me that it's physically impossible. It is possible that in any given moment that I could beat him. I simply believe in my possibilities." UFC fighter Ian McCall politely responded, "She's dangerous, she's good. I get it, but it's just silly." Meanwhile, on Reddit, people dunked on Ronda mercilessly. In any given moment, under the right...
So let me ask you a question, because Cain Velasquez was the UFC champion, the UFC heavyweight champion, when she said that.
Yeah.
Do you think she could beat fucking the UFC heavyweight champion?
No.
Especially when it's Cain Velasquez, who beat Brock Lesnar?
Yeah.
At circumstances, I think it is possible. Sure, but armbarring a man while he is sleeping is just a dick move. But hey, it's Ronda.
I love that comment. And by the way, we're going to see her ground game right here. You ready for this?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Different user then shared this video showing that Ronda couldn't even keep up during a sparring session, and therefore added the comment,
What do you think of her grounding game?
I'm not as familiar with UFC as I would like to be, but I would say from an assessment that that's some pretty dog shit ground game.
Yeah. She's basically wiggling like she doesn't know what the fuck she's doing.
And with this video, anyone...
Here's the reason why she was champion for a very long time. The UFC just started allowing women in after they acquired Strikeforce. So they didn't have really excellent caliber women fighters yet. The highest caliber they had was Ronda Rousey. So everyone that she faced was kind of not really that good. Except Miesha Tate. Miesha Tate got better. And I love Miesha Tate. Do you know who Miesha Tate is?
No, unfortunately.
I will show you a picture of Miesha Tate. Hang on 1 second. Hang on. We're going to see a picture of Miesha Tate. Okay?
Okay.
She's also known as Cupcake.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Really quickly, let me open this up and then bring it back down to this so you guys can see. This is Miesha Tate. She ended up winning the Bantamweight Championship off of Holly Holm, and then it went to Amanda Nunes. But she got better because she took her losses and fucking grew. And she fucking hates Ronda Rousey with a passion because Ronda Rousey tried to break her fucking arm. So, again, to me, she's a sniper wolf of fucking MMA and WWE.
With the deduction skills of an 8-year-old, would have to say a 250-pound Kane would have as much trouble with Rousey as maybe a really angry toy poodle.
That's actually a good point. With this video, anyone with the deduction skills of an 8-year-old would have to say a 250-pound Kane would have as much trouble with Ronda Rousey as maybe an angry toy poodle.
Ironically, Ronda couldn't even win against those in her own division, which only became more obvious in her next fight after Holly Holm. 1 year after getting owned by Holly, Ronda tried to make her comeback by fighting an even...
Yeah, can we just say this? That's Amanda Nunes. This woman humbled the fuck out of her and she retired afterwards.
Christ.
Harder opponent, Amanda Nunes, who knocked Ronda out after only 48 seconds.
And she also is gay, which means she's used to pounding pussy.
Ronda's face from before and after the fight was again extremely poetic, with a top comment stating Holly took her to school and Amanda straight up expelled her. Such an embarrassing loss for one of the most arrogant, ungracious fighters in MMA. Love to see it. In the lead up to the fight, the media had said about Ronda,
if she doesn't win impressively, I think this is her last fight. If she loses, I don't think we ever see her.
And there we see Miesha Tate again.
Which turned out to be true, although Ronda still refused to admit that she wasn't the better fighter.
Do you think about the last couple fights? Do you think about the last fight against Amanda or Holly?
I think I'd just rather not talk about that right now.
That's how bad. I'm just going to say this. All of this is true. This is why when she questioned, what's the female equivalent of a Chad? I don't know. Fucking Nunes, though, fucking schooled the fuck out of her why her boxing was horrible.
For Ronda, she still can't get over those 2 losses in the UFC. You can clearly tell every time someone asks her questions about her return to MMA. She posted a photo to her Instagram reading, and so rock bottom became the...
That's dated. didn't age really well, didn't it? Because that's J.K. Rowling. That aged like milk.
Solid foundation on which I rebuilt my life, which turned out to be accurate. I should soon find another chance at repairing her public image. In January 2018, Ronda Rousey signed a full-time WWE contract.
But you're doing this full time now, right? This is your job? Full time. They got me.
And
for
she
a
was
multi-year
no
deal?
Kurt
After
Angle.
her debut match, she was surprisingly loved by the audience. The Washington Post wrote, the match exceeded expectations.
I didn't love her. I didn't love her. Did you love her?
I thought it was cool that she was coming over. I was interested to see how she would perform in a match, especially against, Stephanie McMahon with Triple H and Kurt Angle in the mix.
Hi, hopefully I'm not late. You're not, well, you're sort of late, DVD and Film Bloke, but we still have one more Lolcow to go through. But don't worry, it's getting good. Because we're talking about Ronda fucking whiny bitch Rousey. Yeah, she doesn't deserve the Rowdy shirt. In fact, I'm pretty sure that the family of Rowdy Piper actually told her to stop using the Rowdy name. Hi, RBF.
Hello.
Firmly behind Rousey, even breaking out into yes chants at points, while comments on the debut video read, glad to see her smiling again. Reminds me of when she first started her MMA career. She was so genuine here. Hard to see why anyone could hate her. I'm actually excited to see her.
I would say she appeared as genuine in her debut.
No.
Well, yeah, when she showed up in, what was it? Not WWE. When she showed up in WWE at the Royal Rumble, one of the funniest things that people pointed out was that she was acting kind of robotic, because all that she would do is that she would point at the WrestleMania sign when she first appeared there, and she looked like a fucking NPC every time she pointed at it.
Yeah.
Vince doesn't screw this up, although as highlighted by a later comment reading, it's impressive how she managed to turn both the MMA and wrestling fan bases against her. Her WWE likability wouldn't last long, because the show chose to pin Ronda against an even more beloved wrestler,
the man,
Becky Lynch.
The current, is it women's world title?
Women's World Championship, yep.
The current women's world champion, the one woman that they tried to turn heel to face off against fucking Ronda Rousey, and when people started booing Ronda Rousey, she lost her fucking mind.
Oh, they also tried to turn her heel against Charlotte Flair, and tried to make Charlotte Flair just babyface, and they responded by just saying, haha, fuck you and your arms, Charlotte. We're gonna cheer this woman.
Yes, because Becky Lynch is awesome.
Yeah.
And as a man who is married to a woman named Becky, I can say Becky's fuck really well.
Becky Lynch, and as a result, Ronda was painted as the villain and booed by fans during every single match. As a part of their storyline, Becky was arrested, posting the mugshots to her Twitter where Ronda completely lost it. That's what I'm trying to do, dumbass. You hobbling around trying to be a ginger crutch ninja and taking fake prison photos in the hallway isn't helping. Becky responded with, keep that F word out of your mouth and concentrate on getting better at this bit.
Oh, this is the part where I questioned why she was brought back to WWE.
Oh.
Okay, there is a level, in my opinion, and I'm not sure if this was scripted for her to do this or if she just decided to do this on her own. But there is a level that you don't fucking go with. And even the fucking people who have used the word fake have been expelled from the wrestling business for one reason or another. When you throw a temper tantrum as big as fucking Ronda Rousey did, you have to ask yourself why they fucking brought her back. Because they did bring her back after she did this.
Yep.
Business instead of trying to remain above it. Looking forward to seeing you real soon. Ronda then responded again stating, F word, you mean fake? Fake like your nonsensical BS armbar that doesn't even work and just looks like you're holding the dick you wish you had, before doubling down by writing, I don't care what the script says.
Wait,
I'm beating the living shit out of you the next.
What?
Oh, and I was gonna say, the nonsensical armbar, that is actually an effective armbar from what I've seen.
Yes, it is, if you do it right. Yeah. If she turned the fucking person's arm the other way, she'd be hyperextending the elbow. But here's the thing.
I'm sorry.
The word fake is something you don't want to say to a pro wrestler. Because what they do is not fucking fake. Is the outcome scripted? Yeah. But how do you fake landing on a fucking concrete floor?
how do you fake landing on your head?
Tell Big E how fake it is. A man who probably can't wrestle anymore because he got his neck broken.
Yeah.
Ask Stone Cold, ask Undertaker how fucking fake it is, Rhonda.
Time I see you. But while the drama seemed to have been set up by the show, Ronda continued to bash the WWE on her YouTube channel.
It's not an act. I'm not going out there and doing their fucking act anymore. I meant that I'm going to disrespect the sport that they all love so much. It's scripted. It's made up. It's not real.
Less than a month.
She did that. And the thing is, I don't know if it was scripted or not, but that fucking one moment made me just go, you better not come back. You agree with me?
Yeah. And then she came back.
And just phoned it in.
Yeah, a whole 3 years later.
Yep.
Later, WWE took Ronda off the show, yet she only continued to bash them, writing, "Anyone who is outraged by me calling pro wrestling fake fights for fun has never been in a real fight."
Yeah, and well, Ronda Rousey has been in a real fight and got her ass kicked. Just saying, she chose to go from UFC, which was quote-unquote real fighting, to the WWE. So she couldn't handle a real fight.
And got knocked out in less than a fucking minute.
Both fucking times.
While you all are tiptoeing around bruising some pro wrestlers' huge soft egos, no one is thinking about all the real fighters you're insulting when pretending pro wrestling is somehow on the same level of realism. Ronda then appeared on Steve-O's podcast again calling wrestling fake.
Having like fake fights for fun. I love choreography. I love acting. I love theater.
Before bravely bashing her fans.
Spending my time on energy on a bunch of fucking ungrateful fans that don't even appreciate me.
And claim.
Doesn't this kind of seem like she's not playing a character right now?
No, it doesn't. And also, a thing about the choreography, yeah, they have to get those spots right, because if they fuck them up, they can really fuck up their bodies. Like, it's one thing to land on your back, full back, on a fucking concrete floor after being power bombed from it. It's another thing where the spot goes wrong because you didn't plan for it properly, and you end up spiking yourself on the back of your head on the concrete floor.
I am pinning DevKit Gaming's comment. Roddy Piper would be pissed if he knew the shit she did. Exactly. This woman took the name Rowdy after Roddy Piper. A man who, if you actually called shit fake, he would knock your fucking ass to the ground.
And she's still shit-talking the sport that he dedicated his life to fake.
Bill Maher once said that wrestling was fake in front of Roddy Piper. Roddy Piper pulled down his pants and went, "Artificial hip!" So don't tell fucking Roddy Piper that fucking wrestling's fake.
I mean, she never returned to WWE again.
I'll never to be full-time again over 200 days a year like that ever again.
The irony was
Whiny
that
little
3 years
bitch,
later,
isn't she?
Ronda did exactly that, albeit with the attitude that she was too good to even be there. Can't speak for anyone else, but for me, it really shone through that she wasn't enjoying herself, especially with the complaints about fan reactions. She never looked like she wanted to be.
They actually did a really definitely Vince McMahon booking. They brought her back as a face after all of this shit.
Yep.
They brought her back hoping she would be cheered. She was booed.
There and acted like pro wrestling was beneath her. Whether true or not, it's how it came off. Hashtag Fire Ronda Rousey therefore began to trend on Twitter, which became a reality only 4 months later, as she'd be booted from wrestling again. With almost zero career prospects, Ronda Rousey agreed to an extensive Raid Shadow Legends deal, and
which probably didn't get her very far. And this is what started me wanting to put her in this. She came out with a book and has been doing a book tour. And all she's been doing is shitting on wrestling. So, you know, the fucking people that brought her in when she was a loser in the UFC.
Spent the last year writing another book, the release of which has made her a total laughingstock. Over the last month, she's promoted the book on various podcasts, leading to a Reddit post showing that 9 years later, Ronda Rousey is still making excuses for losing to Holly Holm.
My mouth guard was bad.
Yeah, this is an actual fucking moment that just made me go, oh my god.
Why the fuck does your mouth guard being wrong matter?
Get this. You're going to love these. There's so many fucking excuses in here. You would think she's being arrested by the fucking Florida police.
I literally came into that fight concussed from slipping down some stairs already after all these years of...
She stepped out a bee?
She stepped out a bee?
How many excuses is that? Hold on, let's do that again.
That was like 3 in a row. Like, listen, the sunlight was in a perfect position where it would glare through the building and catch your eye.
She blamed the mouth guard, but she also said that she got concussed from tripping down the stairs.
Casts, leading to a Reddit post showing that 9 years later, Ronda Rousey is still making excuses for losing to Holly Holm.
My mouth guard was bad. I literally came into that fight concussed from slipping down some stairs already after all these years of concussions, and then I had absolutely terrible weight cut.
Wait, slow down. You have a history of concussions throughout your life, and you're going into a UFC match concussed, and you didn't think to, like, check up with a doctor or a hospital to see if they could clear you to perform that night?
I can actually debunk this whole entire claim. You see, do you really, if she slipped down the stairs, because she says she slipped down the stairs at the fucking arena.
Oh.
Don't you think that the fucking doctors would fucking notice and go, let's check you really quick? By the way, they do fucking checks. The doctors fucking check fighters. You do.
I think you'd tell your fucking doctor about that, and I think your doctor would be concerned about something like that.
The UFC would have fucking known. Ronda is the Amber Heard of wrestling and UFC. Oh, God. DevKit Gaming gets something. Congratulations. You get...
This is my brutality!
Yeah. You beat me to the root. Yeah, I fucking had to make the reference because she's going to continue. She's going to continue with this. Listen.
That means you have less fluid in your brain to concuss.
She literally said she was concussed. Her mouth guard wasn't good. And her weight cut was bad. How many excuses do you need to make before it's bullshit?
Listen, she woke up on the wrong side of the bed. That's why she lost the fight.
And also she slipped and fell on her butthole when she was fucking trying to get ready for the main event of WrestleMania, and that's why the pin looked horrible.
Listen, you have to understand something. The gas station didn't have the right brand of cigarettes for her that day, so she had to go.
God damn it. They do this thing called weight cutting for fights. They have to actually have the same amount of weight so it's an equal fucking fight. The problem is she's blaming everything and not herself.
Dude, protect it.
Ronda then made even more excuses on Steve-O's podcast.
I have no ACL. I tore my ACL falling down the stairs.
So wait, I thought you were concussed. I thought you were concussed, not that you tore your ACL. Also, if you tear your ACL, you can't fucking walk properly.
How used to... There's fucking Hulk Hogan doesn't make this many lies. We're going to get to Hulk Hogan in a minute, brother.
There's 2 weeks for that fight, the home fight.
Leading to some pretty funny comments such as, tore my ACL, had a concussion, bad weight cut, I had bubble guts, my
car wouldn't start, my dog ate my homework. I had scoliosis since I was 3. Oh yeah, I didn't really lose, did I? It's like I tore my ACL, I had a concussion, bad weight cut, and the worst of all, I never learned to read. God, this woman has more excuses than I do to not wanting to go to bed.
My dad didn't get me that Ferrari when I was 17 years old, and it's traumatized me for so many years that I wasn't prepped for this fight.
I don't want to talk about Harmon because, I can't read. My eyes hurt. I'm going through a bad weight cut. I'm going through nicotine withdrawal. I have acid reflux disease. I'm pretty sure that I have erectile dysfunction. I don't know. There's a lot of shit going on, man.
Listen, Nox, you can't kidnap me for the fucking you can't kidnap me for the Drinks with Coma stream because you have to understand a couple of things. I had a concussion. I tore my ACL. My car can't start properly. I don't have enough money to take a taxi. What else? My dog ate my passport tickets.
My dog stepped on a bee.
I wouldn't start. My dog ate my homework and I've had scoliosis since I was 3. So yeah, didn't really lose, did I? Ironically, Ronda also stated this.
I'm the greatest fighter that has ever lived.
The greatest fighter doesn't make excuses for why they lost.
Not only that, but what would that make Amanda Nunes and Holly Holm?
The greatest fighters.
I can think of...
The greatest fighters to beat a woman with scoliosis, a torn ACL, and multiple concussions.
I'm just gonna say this, okay? She claims to be the greatest fighter of all time. So, what is Rose Namajunas? Valentina Shevchenko, Holly Holm, Amanda Nunes. Are they just a step above them? Because they've lost and come back. And I think that is the key to being a good fighter. Is you take your fucking loss and you come back stronger. You don't let it define you.
Mm-hmm.
This woman lost and she couldn't fucking handle it. She won. And this is the thing. She said that she doesn't want to work with mediocrity when she came back to the WWE.
She seems like the textbook definition of mediocrity.
Yeah, and I feel sorry for Liv Morgan.
Yeah, poor girl.
Liv Morgan had to get in the fucking ring with this fucking ungrateful hack.
And it practically ruined her world championship reign. Or women's world championship reign.
Fucking woman probably fucking did a Ryback and took 50 years off of fucking Liv Morgan's life. Seriously, I've noticed this. She gets pissed off over the littlest things. I think she came into WWE thinking because of her pedigree she would never fucking lose. Because I've noticed that she started having a fucking fit when she realized that she was going to be losing at WrestleMania. She started phoning it in when she lost to fucking Liv Morgan. It just proves to me that she did not give a flying fuck.
But you also have to realize she says that she wanted to help the women's wrestling industry.
Yeah, children handle loss better than Ronda. Yeah, exactly. This woman got her ass kicked twice. Makes excuses for it. I've gotten my ass kicked 12 fucking times in my fucking life, and I'll greatly admit that I am not a very good fucking fighter.
Because I've never been faster, never been stronger, never had a better grasp of the game. I've never been so much better than everybody else.
Yet when Steve-O kindly offered props to Logan
Paul, the current United States champion. Yes, he has scammed people in the past, but he's actually really good at wrestling. I will give him props for that. He is really good. Yeah. He gets people to hate him. He is very fucking athletic. He does the fucking buckshot lariat better than Adam Page ever wishes he could.
I was about to say that because that is a great buckshot lariat.
He had a moment, and if you could find it, find the moment with where with Ricochet. If you can find that moment, I will fucking put it up.
Oh, the double clothesline?
Yeah. Because that was fucking insane. And she goes off on fucking Logan Paul in a way that proves that she is jealous of the fact that this man understands the game better than she could.
Paul, Ronda Rousey refused to accept it.
How about Logan Paul? Like him or dislike him, that dude is a performer.
Yeah. He's great on the mic. He does a great job on the mic. But I mean, I wish that I was allowed the time to rehearse that he gets, because it's not.
Yeah, she's actually saying that she never got special treatment, basically. The fact that she was the women's world champion in her first fucking year and unproven, yet fucking Logan Paul had to lose a bunch of fucking times before he got to where he was.
Also, I just want to point out something about her thinking that she's the greatest in the world. You know Brock Lesnar, right?
Yeah.
Amazing fucking athlete. Went over to UFC and literally dominated in UFC. Remember his first match back into WWE?
Yeah.
The Extreme Rules match that he had with John Cena that main evented the pay-per-view. He lost that first match.
Yeah.
And he looked like a fucking monster in that.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
this shows you something when Brock Lesnar is more humble than you.
Let's listen to this.
Not evenly spread. It's frustrating that like everybody doesn't get that treatment.
Ronda is jealous.
Yeah, she's literally fucking jealous. She's like, oh, not everybody gets that treatment. Bitch, you were a world champion within a I think it was 5 fucking months of joining WWE. How is that not special treatment? Just saying.
Also, didn't she get like a WrestleMania moment at WrestleMania 31 with The Rock?
Yeah. She's had more WrestleMania moments than Logan Paul has had.
I got it. Hold on.
Okay. Send it to me. Send me that beautiful fucking footage because we need a palate cleanser. This is fucking amazing. Just guys, you need to see this for yourself. And and you guys need to see this. This is how good Logan Paul is at wrestling. He's in there with Ricochet, who is literally a human highlight reel.
Yep.
Just watch.
I just want to point out, this happened at Royal Rumble 2023, and I fucking missed it.
I saw it live.
Fuck.
I wasn't in the audio, so.
Oh, and by my count,
Kicks out
there are
Austin
7
Theory.
men
Right there's Logan Paul. That's Ricochet. Watch this.
remaining in the Royal Rumble match.
So they talk a little bit of shit.
Yeah. Look how far apart they are.
Yeah.
What are these two thinking?
Watch this shit.
He is highlight worthy. Oh my goodness!
They landed in the middle of the fucking ring.
That is fucking amazing.
That is a fucking awesome moment right there.
Wait, you can actually rewind a little bit for a second, and if you slow it down, you can see some of the wrestlers on the ground. They slowly look up to see what the fuck's about to happen. You can see Austin Theory and Braun Strowman in the back lifting up his head a little bit. You can see them all looking up to see like, oh, what the fuck's about to happen over here?
I'm gonna just watch.
Yeah.
Look at all of them looking up. They're just like, shit.
Yeah, you could see Austin's head lift up a little bit as he peeks over his arm, being like, "Oh shit!"
Gunther even was. Look at Gunther's face. That's
He's
Gunther.
So
He's just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
That's how fucking athletic he is. That is fucking awesome to me.
Insanely gifted. I'm baffled by that.
Yeah. But there's one last thing we have to say about Ronda Rousey. She might have gotten somebody fired.
Oh yeah, Drew Gulak.
There was a he said, she said moment that Ronda Rousey mentioned. And there was an investigation by the WWE into the accusations. Now, the baddest woman on the planet accused Gulak of inappropriate behavior, alleging that he grabbed her string of her sweatpants without her consent while she was waiting to talk to Triple H in the writer's room. These allegations led to Gulak being notably absent from WWE television.
Because he's a part of a faction over in NXT that includes the son of William Regal and the brother of Gable Steveson.
Gulak tried to defend himself, which I'm going to try to pull up here. He basically, let's see here. It's right here. Claimed that this is what Gulak claimed that he stopped to say hi and shake all their hands. In an attempt to shake her hand, and he accidentally touched her drawstring. He said, and I quote, "Backstage at WWE event in 2022, I saw Ronda talking with a group in a hallway. I stopped to say hi and shake all their hands. In an attempt to shake her hand, I accidentally touched her drawstring. Complete accident. And one that I had apologized to her for the mishap." This is a he said, she said situation. But Ronda has been known to fucking, how can I put this? Over-exaggerate things. As we've seen with her many fucking excuses. Gulak is a dude who has never fucking made excuses. He could have ignored this whole entire fucking thing. He could have just let it pass. But he didn't. He took to Twitter to explain what his side of the story. Now, the funny thing is, I actually kind of believe his. I don't think he pulled her fucking drawstring, or the string of her sweatpants, because that doesn't seem like Drew Gulak. Anybody who has fucking met Drew Gulak has even stated that is not in his fucking nature to do that. This man may get fired because she is a piece of fucking shit. And she exaggerates. And she fucking lies. And speaking of liars, let's go to Hulk Hogan.
All I'm going to say to all that is that I hope there is some camera footage over by, the writer's room area, so that they can get some accurate footage as to what happened that day.
We're only going to watch one video. It's a long one. We're going to play some of them. I'm going to play some of it because it's just so funny. 25 of the biggest lies Hulk Hogan's ever told. This guy is fucking lies like constantly. What's your favorite lie?
It's hard for me to pick a favorite lie. I'm just going to go over my top 3 favorite lies.
Okay.
My favorite lie is the one that he told about Andre the Giant. He was going over some boots that he had when he wrestled Andre the Giant, and he says, after he talks about him, he says, a couple days after WrestleMania 3, Andre passed away. Despite the fact that he would wrestle Andre at WrestleMania 4, and Andre would have another amazing WrestleMania moment over at 6, the moment where he basically slaps Bobby Heenan and turns face.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one of them. Another favorite of mine is the one where he lies about The Undertaker breaking his neck from tombstoning him on the chair. He's saying, "Oh, you broke my neck, you could have killed me," and all this stuff. And then you rewind the footage and you realize his head never touched the chair.
Yeah.
And my favorite one, which I found out recently, apparently he lied claiming that he almost killed Antonio Inoki. And that he was... Yeah, apparently he said... This is alleged, but apparently Hogan said that after a match that he had with Antonio Inoki, he had to give Inoki CPR after the match.
Okay.
Apparently.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I found out about that one today. I was fucking shocked when I heard about that. There's no fucking way that Hulk Hogan could have killed Antonio Inoki.
Yeah, I gotta fix the fucking subtitles again, because some reason this is doing that. Oh, the font size says 100%, but it's really small on here. What the fuck?
Also, while Nox deals with some tech stuff, I want to talk about another one of my favorite Hogan bullshit moments. When he was over at New Japan after his stint at, what was it?
Actually, do me a favor. Go over a lot of them, because I have to use the little boy's room.
Okay. One of my favorite stories from Hulk Hogan was that after he left WWE, well, he didn't leave WWE, but he was WWE champion around the time, and he went over to New Japan, and he wanted to win the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. And as he was doing, like, a press conference for this, he was talking mad shit about WWE. He even trashed the WWE Championship as he had the belt next to him. He compared the championship that he was holding to a trinket, to a little toy, and that the only prize that mattered in professional wrestling was the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, which, in all fairness, is an amazing fucking belt. Well, used to be an amazing looking fucking belt. Fuck. What are a couple more lies? Another one of my favorite lies. He said that he wrestled 400 days a year. That he wrestled 400 days a year. Not 365 days a year. He wrestled 400 days a year. And his justification for that was because of the fact that he was flying between Japan and America constantly, that the time zones would shift. So there could be a possibility that he wrestled an extra 35 days in between those trips.
Would you like to hear my favorite lie Terry Bollea has ever said?
I would love to hear it.
It was during the Gawker trial. And during his Gawker trial, he literally said the N-word on the video, right?
Yep.
And he went away for a while. He came back, and this was his justification for using the N-word. Well, we used it all the time when we were kids. My other favorite comes from that, too, where it shows him on Bubba the Love Sponge, and he's talking about the size of his dick. And in court, he literally had to say, well, Hulk Hogan has a big dick. Terry Bollea does not.
What the fuck? Terry, no!
But let's look at some of these. We're not going to play all of them. I'm probably going to go a good, probably 8 minutes into this, okay?
Okay. Makes
to
sense.
imagine that Hogan believes some of
Oh
them.
shit, Quiet
Here are
Tries
the
in
top
general.
20.
What?
Quiet Tries in general.
He is? Hold on.
Yeah, he's in the general chat.
Quiet Try wants to get on. Okay, I'll let you on.
Yeah, he's
What's
another
up,
wrestling expert.
Quiet Try?
Oh, it's
Hi,
another
guys.
one. It's another one.
Do you just want to be here for the brother?
Brother, dude, Jack, let me tell you, I want to be here. Oh, actually, you know what? Can I shout out another Hogan lie recently?
Sure.
Oh, I would love to hear it.
So, this is recent. I don't know if you guys heard about this. He apparently talked about when Kevin Owens first came into WWE in late 2014.
Yes, I know this one. Let him talk about it.
Yes. So in his first few matches, he came in NXT and did all that. And I think Hogan had said in the interview, he was like, "Oh, I knew from that moment he was like a superstar. I knew that he was ready to go up there." And I guess he was trying to endorse Kevin to get called up to the main roster. I'm like, you were never there. Hell, he was gone for a few months because of the controversy. I'm like, yeah, okay, sure, whatever.
By the way, Ollie just said hi to you.
Oh, hello, Ollie.
Ollie's awesome.
It's good to see Quiet.
Yeah, you can sit here through this. It just realized one thing. We're not going to do the whole entire thing. There's too many of them.
Understandable. That's understandable.
The other one that he did with the Joe Rogan podcast where he was talking about fucking what happened to Bruiser Brody. He literally said that I was in Puerto Rico the week before and I wrestled there and then I left and then I heard that Bruiser Brody got his head cut off. That's not what happened.
Oh my god.
Oh
my god.
That just reminded me of, I don't know why, that just reminded me of another lie he told. He didn't know about the Montreal screw job. So we all know the Montreal screw job, you know, SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Not SummerSlam.
Survivor Series, motherfucker.
Yeah, Survivor Series 1997, you know. Shawn Michaels put Bret Hart in the sharpshooter. Vince had the bell rung. Bret spat in Vince's face, spelled out WCW, left a few weeks after to join with WCW after punching Vince McMahon in the face backstage. You know, all that fun
all of
stuff.
us wanted to do to Vince McMahon at one point or another.
Yeah. Hogan thought that the Montreal screw job happened at WrestleMania 16, which Shawn was not wrestling in 2000, first off, and he thought that the reason it happened was because Shawn held him down for a pin. He didn't know what the fuck the Montreal screw job was. I'm not kidding about this either. He didn't even know what the fuck the screw
But to be
job
fair,
was.
Terry's in his 70s now. I'm going to call him Terry Bollea. I'm sorry. But I'm going to say this also beforehand. While I appreciate Hogan and everything he's done in the business, I've never been really that big of a Hulkamaniac. I was always a fan of the person that hated him for the longest time, which was Macho Man Randy Savage.
Not the best.
Yes. But let's get into these.
5 most outlandish statements he's made through the years. Number
Gotta love
25.
the AI.
Hogan said he partied with John Belushi after WrestleMania 2.
There's a problem with that. Can you tell what the problem is yet?
I don't know who John Belushi is, but I'm going to take a guess that.
Well, I mean, I have a pretty good idea of it.
Okay. Keep it to yourself, and if if you're right, just shout out, I fucking knew it.
Yep, we'll do.
Unless John Belushi was dug up from the grave and was the inspiration for the character in the movie Weekend at Bernie's.
I knew it.
There's no way this took place as
I knew
WrestleMania was
it.
in 1986 and Belushi died in 1982.
That's why. Fucking knew it.
We both knew it.
Yep.
John Belushi died in 1982, and he's saying he partied with John Belushi after WrestleMania 2. Maybe
In
Jim Belushi, but not John Belushi.
In 1986. 4 years after his
Hogan
death.
was becoming a big babyface in the AWA, but he was not known by most of the country until he appeared in Rocky III. That movie was released in theaters a few months after Belushi's passing, so Belushi would have been unlikely to have been aware of who Hogan was.
Yeah.
Number 24. Hogan claims entrance theme music was his idea when he came to the ring with the song Eye of the Tiger in 19...
How do you think this is bad? Because I actually know this one. You ready?
I think I'm ready.
Yep.
1982. This is clearly not true, as Gorgeous George came out to pomp and circumstance in the 1940s, and entrance music became a part of wrestling in a lot of territories by the late 70s.
Not only that, but the first one in televised, if I remember right, was Harley Race.
Ooh.
Also, legendary women's wrestler Mildred Burke used entrance music during her
Yeah.
heyday, and the Fabulous Freebirds came out to Bad Street.
Yeah, but fucking Fabulous Freebirds date that very well. By the way, this dude's probably still drinking somewhere.
USA before Hogan's Eye of the Tiger. Hogan was one of the early wrestlers to use entrance music, but definitely not the first. Number 23. Hogan claims the Rolling Stones and Lars Ulrich of Metallica both wanted him as their bass player.
This one.
This one's funny as shit.
This is one of the famous ones.
This one's so fucking famous that even Lars Ulrich was like, "Who the fuck?" Copyright. Also, I want to watch Rocky. What? Did I get a copyright strike? I don't think I got a copyright strike. Hopefully, I didn't get one.
No streams are going.
Okay, good. Because fucking YouTube's being a cunt. I'm gonna learn Twitch. I'm gonna learn Twitch. I promise you that.
While Hogan did play the bass guitar in a local band before getting into wrestling, he was nowhere near the level needed to play with either Metallica or the Rolling Stones.
Exactly.
Ulrich told Howard Stern that he is not a big wrestling fan and he never spoke with Hogan. He said, "I don't know Hulk Hogan. I don't know enough about him. I'm not a huge wrestling fan. I certainly have no recollection of doing anything with Hulk Hogan." If Paul...
Yeah, you gotta love that. It's so big that Lars Ulrich had to be like, "Who the fuck is Hulk Hogan?" Not only that, but he's a fine bass player. I will give him that. Hogan is a really good bass player. The problem is he's nowhere near level to be in either of those groups.
Paul Heyman could have paid Hogan and Metallica to perform the live version of Enter Sandman for Sandman's matches at the ECW arena shows in the 90s. No doubt they would still be in business today. Number 22. Awesome. Hulk Rules, an album released by Hulk Hogan and...
This is another good one!
Oh, God. Not the wrestling food band.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Guess where this one's going? Have you ever heard the story of the dying kid?
Oh, dear Lord.
I don't think I have.
Get ready for this.
And the Boot Band includes a track titled Hulkster in Heaven. According to Hogan, he met a very sick Make-A-Wish kid in England and got him a ticket to SummerSlam at Wembley Stadium to watch him wrestle in the main event. While Hogan...
He didn't wrestle there. He didn't wrestle in Wembley.
Yeah.
No, they did wrestle in Wembley. They did wrestle in Wembley at SummerSlam. The problem is he wasn't on the card.
Yeah, he was.
Hogan should be commended for the tremendous amount of Make-A-Wishes he has done in his lifetime. The Hogan fact checker has revealed that this story can't be true as he was not in the main event at Wembley Stadium.
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't on the card. When SummerSlam 92 occurred, Hogan...
That was the main event.
Yeah, Bret Hart and British Bulldog. Yeah, I talked about that earlier.
By the way, the funny thing is, Bret Hart had to lead British Bulldog through that because British Bulldog was on cocaine.
I said that. He forgot all his spots.
Yeah.
Was not an active wrestler in the company. Hogan left WWE after WrestleMania 8 and did not appear on WWE TV until February 1993 on Monday Night Raw. Number 21. Hogan claims he is the wrestler responsible for the WWF first selling merchandise, and he had to talk.
Gotta love how he likes to build up his fucking image even though he doesn't really need to.
Because he's Hulk Hogan. He already has a massive image already.
Yes. I mean, he's in Gremlins 2.
The greatest movie of all time.
Exactly. He had the best fucking movie with the best fucking line. That is, "I was frozen today."
Oh, and not only that, but he also had his own movie.
Yeah. Gotta love how this motherfucker just likes to fucking toot his own horn.
Talk Vince McMahon into doing it. While not the merchandise machine they are today, WWF sold some merchandise and magazines dating back to at least 1978. To his credit, Hogan did not Photoshop himself onto the covers of WWF's magazines in 1978 to prove this is true. To Hogan's credit, the 80s boom period did lead to an explosion of WWF t-shirt sales, and the company began pushing action figures, video games, wrestling buddies, ice cream bars, and other products that were marketed towards kids.
I mean, WWE 2K24 is their best game so far from what I've been told. I don't know if that's true.
There's a couple things they need to iron out with it, and also free. What's the status?
I've been free now, but yeah, there's still a lot of shit wrong with the game. Yeah.
Well, I've been told that it's a good game. Oh, here comes the next one.
It's pretty decent.
You're gonna love the next one because you actually talked about it, Pidgey.
Oh.
Number 20.
Of course.
Hogan claimed he once wrestled 400 days in 1 year. Apparently, this.
Yep.
Yeah, I was talking about that before you came back.
Yeah. By the way, that's physically fucking impossible.
Yeah. And he thinks it's possible because if you go between, Japan and America, the time zones changed, so they must have added an additional, like, 35, 34 days to a year.
Yeah, this is why I love fucking learning this shit, because let's face it, Terry Bollea is good at fucking hyping himself up. Dusty Rhodes once said it doesn't have to be true as long as it's interesting.
Yep.
Yeah.
This was made possible.
Wait.
What?
I'm smelling something. It's not bullshit. I think I know that smell. It's...
Oh, you're smelling Ronda Rousey.
No, it's not that. It's not that. It's not that. It's Dookie.
Dookie.
God damn it, Pidgey. God damn it.
I had to.
Because he traveled so frequently between the United States and Japan that the international timeline made this possible. Let me see. Back then, wrestlers wrestled about 300 days a year.
Exactly.
If you gained a day every time you went to Japan, and if you wrestled twice on Sundays. Okay, never mind. We're not even going to entertain this preposterous nonsense. Keep in mind that during his peak, Hogan only wrestled a handful of times in Japan during his career.
And actually, in Japan, he proved he actually knew how to fucking wrestle, because he did a lot more stuff in Japan than he did in the United States.
Yeah, his Japan matches were great. Oops, sorry.
And he didn't use the leg drop. He used a fucking clothesline.
Oh.
And if he used that fucking clothesline, it probably still would have got popped in the United States, because it looked actually pretty decent. For the time.
However, there is no doubt that he and most of the wrestlers in the 80s and 90s wrestled a brutal schedule. Number 19. Hogan claims that he was offered a role in the movie The Wrestler.
No.
No. This is my favorite one.
No.
Just no. Just
no,
fucking no.
He wasn't even close to being offered it, and there's proof of this because Darren Aronofsky actually came out and said, no, I was thinking Mickey Rourke the whole entire time. Or wait, he was thinking Nicolas Cage too.
Hogan says that director Darren Aronofsky offered him the lead role 3 times, but he turned it down because he said he didn't deserve it. Aronofsky denies that Hogan was ever considered for the role. The lead role went to Mickey Rourke. While Rourke did win a Golden Globe for his performance as Randy the Ram Robinson, he failed to win the Academy Award that year, losing to Sean Penn for his role in the movie Milk.
Fuck Sean Penn.
One can only wonder if Hogan would have been able to take home the Oscar if given the opportunity. Number 18. While Hogan did star in Mr. Nanny and Santa with Muscles, he claimed in his autobiography that he rewrote both scripts entirely only to have his writing.
No.
Do you think this man knows how to write?
No.
Okay, quiet try. I have to ask you. You've been here the whole entire time. Do you think that Hogan is a better writer than Dave Meltzer?
Can I plead the fifth?
You can. You can.
I couldn't give you a straight answer. I couldn't give you one.
Pidgey, do you think that he's a better writer than Dave Meltzer? I mean, according to him, he came up with the line Dookie.
You know what? Yes.
Okay.
Credits stolen from him by the Writers Guild. Very confusing why Hogan would want to take credit for writing this script considering others would be omitting these from their resumes. Hogan wasn't a full-time writer and the Screenwriters Guild of America did not credit him as a writer for the movie. Number 17. Hogan claimed on an episode of Hogan Knows Best that the reason why he didn't get the offer for the George Foreman grill was because he was out picking up the kids from school.
Or it could be the fact that Pasta Mania was what he was offered.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, he thinks that he should have gotten the George Foreman grill. You know, the one grill that doesn't fucking work?
Kind of a weird thing to want, but okay.
Yeah.
One can only imagine the millions of dollars Hogan could have earned on this deal if he would have just called somebody to pick them up instead of playing the real-life Mr. Nanny that day. Hogan has also told another version of the grill story. The other version claimed that his agent called him and presented him with 2 sponsors. One was a meat maker and the other was the grill. According to Hogan, he opted to go with the meat maker and he told his agent to present the grill offer to Foreman. Number 16.
I'm just going to say this really quickly. Hulk Hogan has been in commercials in Japan. And there's a famous one that I am never going to fucking show because I respect my audience, 1. And 2, there's not enough eye bleach in the fucking world. Where he recreates the fucking he recreates the music video for Wrecking Ball.
Yep.
Where he's butt-ass fucking naked.
Just swinging on a wrecking ball.
We're not watching that.
Was his
Hogan claims
Maniac showing?
No, you can't see the can't see the little Hulkster, but you can see the fucking flabby ass he has.
Oh god.
To be the first to slam Andre the Giant. Andre weighed 600 pounds when he slammed him, and
Now, here's the fun part. I do know this for a fact. He has claimed over the years, and this is true, that he has claimed that he messed up his back doing it. 1. Then it turned into Andre fucking didn't help him because, let's face it, that's fucking stupid. And 3, that Andre weighed 600 pounds at the time he slammed him is the newest one.
Andre died a few days after the slam. While Hogan could probably get away with fooling fans back in the day that he was the first to slam Andre at WrestleMania 3, many fans now know and have seen footage of Andre being slammed by Harley Race, Jerry Lawler, Kamala, Antonio Inoki.
And which one of these looks like they probably couldn't slam Andre the Giant?
Jerry Lawler? Out of all
Yeah, I would have to go with Jerry. But the thing is, I'm pretty sure that fucking Andre knows how to fucking work. Because it's Andre the fucking Giant.
Yeah. And if there's 2 people that he would definitely work for, in terms of, somebody slamming him, it would obviously be Antonio Inoki and Harley Race.
Yeah, and Jerry Lawler, because Jerry was huge.
Yeah.
Kamala, I don't know why.
And also, he's terrified of Harley Race, from what I'm told.
Yeah, he was terrified of him because Harley Race is a fucking beast.
Yeah. He had a good reason to be terrified of the King of the
Out
Ring.
of all 4 of these, the one that most wrestlers were scared of was Harley fucking Race.
Yeah. Also, didn't he pull a gun on Hogan?
Yeah, he did.
Just remember that. Just slapped him down and pulled a gun on him.
He also apparently set a ring on fire.
Jesus Christ.
Don't fuck with Harley Race.
No wonder Tommaso Ciampa's a fucking maniac. He was trained by Harley Race.
Yeah, you want to know something? Fucking Harley Race was a fucking man.
Yeah.
Dude got in a fucking car accident and fucking walked away from it.
Holy shit.
And others in the days of territory wrestling. Hogan himself slammed Andre when he was a young heel before Hulkamania was born.
Exactly. By the way, I love Andre the Giant. There's this funny story that I'll share because this is probably the only time I'm going to get to. So you guys ready for hear this? What's my favorite movie? Do you guys know?
I was going to say The Princess Bride, but
Exactly.
That's not Hellfire. Oh, it is?
Yeah. I was a huge fan of Andre the Giant because of fucking The Princess Bride. So
nice.
My cousin somehow was able to get a hold of WrestleMania 3 when it was live. I don't know how she did it because it was closed captioned back then. And I watched the Macho Man Randy Savage, Ricky Steamboat match. And remember, this is when I was a young kid. And I watched that whole way through because I love Macho Man. And then I played around a little bit, and then I came back and I stopped and I started crying when it came to the Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan match. And my mom goes, "Why are you crying?" I go, "Why is he being mean to Fezzik?" I was upset at Hulk Hogan for being mean to fucking Andre the Giant.
Oh, that's sweet.
So I've never been a Hulkster or a Hulkamaniac. I've never been that guy. I've always been a fucking Macho Man Randy Savage and Andre the Giant guy, and I still love Andre to this day.
It did not get up to 600 pounds in his lifetime, nor did he die a few days after he was slammed by Hogan at WrestleMania 3. Andre appeared on WWF TV for the next several years after that event and didn't die until 1993. Number 15.
And had a rematch against Hogan at WrestleMania 4.
Yeah. Oh, God, what does this have to do with the Von Erichs? Because the Von Erichs are right here.
Yep.
Hogan said he sat next to Kerry Von Erich on a flight to Japan 72 hours before Kerry killed himself.
What?
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Why would you make that up?
Why? What's the point?
What the fuck?
I need a drink after that. What the fuck?
I need a drink, and I quit drinking years ago.
I'll get you one. Jesus fuck.
Rum and Coke, please.
Rum and Coke, got it. I'll get some vodka. What do you want, Quiet Shark?
First, Andre.
Fuck it. Give me some vodka while you're at it.
All right, 2 vodkas and a rum and Coke, got it.
Now Kerry Von Erich. Why Hogan wants to incriminate himself by saying he's been around both before their death is beyond me. To clear Hogan of any wrongdoing in either case, the Hogan fact checker shows Kerry died on February 18, 1993. 72 hours prior to this, Hogan was at the WWF TV tapings on February 15 in Long Beach, California. The next day he was at the TV tapings in San Diego. Kerry was released by the WWF in August of 1992 and during the...
And Kerry Von Erich famously didn't have one of his feet. He lost one of his foot. Did you know that? God, I love silence. Anyways, back to this.
In the weeks leading up to his death, he was wrestling shows in Dallas in the Global Wrestling Federation. Number 14. Hulk Hogan said that while in WCW, a pay-per-view bout was supposed to take place between himself and Mike Tyson, but didn't take place.
What?
Huh?
I'm pretty sure that Mike Tyson wouldn't want to go to WCW.
No, he wouldn't have wanted to.
What? This is the last one, by the way. After this, I'm going to be freaking closing down the stream. So this I've got to hear.
Yeah, I'm
Because
curious
Tyson was
about
too
this
scared.
one.
As Gorilla Monsoon would say,
Wait.
What?
What?
Tyson?
was supposed to take place between himself and Mike Tyson, but didn't take place because Tyson was too scared. As
Why would...
Why? In what fucking reality would Mike Tyson be afraid of Terry fucking Bollea?
In what fucking reality would Iron Mike Tyson, a man who at fucking, and I know he's in his 50s, I just don't know exactly his age, still looks like he can kick the fucking shit out of people half his fucking age?
Yeah.
Look at fucking Tyson nowadays. He's going to be, is he still fighting Jake Paul or did they call that off?
I don't know. I'll have to check that actually.
But fucking what the fuck?
As Gorilla Monsoon would say, highly unlikely. Tyson was
Exactly.
still known as the baddest man on the planet.
Just look at this really quickly. I'm going to pause.
Gorilla
on the
Monsoon
picture.
would say, highly unlikely. Tyson was still...
Look at this picture. Does this look like a man that'd be afraid of him?
Absolutely not.
This looks like a man that would be like, motherfucker, I'll kick your ass.
I'm gonna bite your fucking ear off too while I'm at it, bitch. Get out of my fucking way.
I'm gonna rape your ass. He would say shit like that. I am not trying to be like controversial
I know.
here. He would say shit like that.
I believe it.
He has said shit like that. Now he's calmed down now that he's gotten fucking weed, but still.
Yeah.
Still known as the baddest man on the planet during this time, and he was busy getting a huge payday to be the special outside enforcer at WrestleMania 14 that saw Steve Austin win the WWF Championship from Shawn Michaels. However,
Yeah, the fucking Shawn Michaels back was fucked in that match, by the way.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it wasn't Austin's neck, but still.
there's a small ring of truth to this one. Vince McMahon wanted Tyson to face Hogan at WrestleMania 6. It's unclear if Tyson was on board with that
okay.
idea, but Tyson was scheduled to be the guest referee on NBC's The Main Event in 1990 for the match between Hogan and Randy Savage. Those plans changed and Buster Douglas was put in the spot after Douglas knocked out Tyson in Japan.
Yeah, so there's a kernel of truth, but the problem is I still don't think that fucking Tyson would be like, I'm afraid of you.
1997, WCW tried to get Tyson, but the company wasn't willing to pay his price and Tyson opted to work with the WWF instead. Number 13.
That was the last one for the now. I'm going to link this again if you guys want to watch the rest of it. But let's face it, we don't need any more fucking
No, we got plenty.
Oh damn! And just in time, I brought the drinks.
Oh damn, Pidgey.
No, we can party afterwards. This is the after party, man.
Yeah, here's your vodka. Here's your rum and coke.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to let you guys know that next week, at the end of the stream next week, Drinking with Cobra, I am going to do a watch along of Hell House LLC. Not this week because I didn't have time to actually fucking do anything. But we're going to watch a horror movie in stream or in the server next Saturday after stream. So I just have to say this. We have looked at 3 of the dumbest fucking people in professional wrestling. There are more than just them. There are. R.I.P. Norm. Who's Norm?
As you've described in today's live stream, there's obviously more than 3. There's 4 of them, with Tony Khan and all the shit that he said on Twitter.
What about 5? Brian Alvarez.
Oh, yeah.
But
About
next
6 with Ryback. Oh, sorry.
I was going to say Ryback.
Ryback. We have so many more. We can do Nia Jax even.
Oh God.
Miss, I fucking faked a COVID vaccination just so that I could wrestle. Oh, Norm Macdonald? Oh, true. But I'm just going to say this, guys. Next week, Wednesday, May 1st, the burst of May 1st. Instead of talking about DSP, we're going to talk about a different tard who is slowly becoming my arch nemesis because I believe in citing sources. I believe in integrity. And I believe that if you're going to talk shit about something, you better have the fucking evidence to back it up. Unfortunately, I'm talking about Harmon Smith, who is the complete opposite of me, who talks out of his fucking ass so much that he has to squint.
Mm-hmm.
So the first ever True Tard Wednesday is going to be Harmon Smith. I have updated my intro for it. I will show you guys the intro for it. I'm going to show it right here really quickly. Shit, wrong thing. Hold on. Here's the actual intro for True Tard Wednesday. You guys can't see it, they can. And that is going to be the intro. I'll show you later, Quiet Try, okay?
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I showed Pidgey it already, and he loved it. But that's going to be on fucking Wednesday. On Saturday, Pidgey's going to be back. I'm not going to chloroform him this time because we're just going to watch somebody be drunk.
No, God.
King Cobra JFS is going to be drunk. Okay? But want to know something, Pidgey? If you are not entertained, you can have 5 minutes to rant at me and how stupid I am. Okay?
Okay.
You can go off on me like you would want to do on Harmon Smith. And you want to know the difference? Unlike Dave Meltzer, unlike fucking Harmon, unlike all these little fucking shallow, thin-skinned motherfuckers, I'll just be like, okay. So, that is what's coming out next week. May is going to be a busy month. I'm going to actually do my announcements from May now, and then you guys can, if you guys got something that you want to plug, I'll let you both plug whatever you want, okay?
Okay.
That sound like a dealio?
Yep.
Okay. Now, this is not set in stone. There could be something that comes up. But True Crime Wednesdays, again, is going to be True Tard Wednesdays. We're going to go over the lovely Harmon Smith. Then we have Drinking with Cobra. Then TCW, again, is going to return. And I'm going to do a little bit more body cam footage because the week after that, I am going to finally cover P. Diddy. Okay? But Saturday, we have Gamer Fails. And then the next week after that, Gamer Rage. We have Wrestling Botches, Wrestling Crimes. We're going to do some headline stuff. And then we're going to start June off with Elite Death again. And then in June, we're going to do Retro YouTube Part 2. So we have some fun things coming up. And I hope that all of you are here to join me. And I hope I don't get canceled for the shit I'm going to say about Harmon Smith on Wednesday. So, Pidgey.
Oh, you roboted for me, sorry.
Yeah, you robotic too.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to a robot. Do you have anything to plug?
No, not really.
You're not doing the True Tard thing again or whatever?
Oh, no, that's a bi-weekly thing, so that's not going to be happening next week.
Quiet Try, do you have anything to plug?
Ooh. I'm working on another video. If anybody's curious, on my channel, I cover some more like obscure wrestling topics, media, games, shows, whatever isn't really talked about in the wrestling sphere. Recently I did a Velocity retrospective that blew the fuck up way more than I expected to. And so going with that, I'm right now still working on a part 1 of a Sunday Night Heat retrospective. And I have to do it in 2 parts because there's way too much ground to cover with the show. But that's in the works right now, and hopefully I can get that out maybe mid-May if everything goes well. So
hang on one second. Do you have a link to your channel so I can?
I got it. Actually, I can post in chat. I think. Let's see.
Wait, are you a? Are you one of?
Yeah.
Are you a mod?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I just posted it. It might take a second.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that you were a mod, that you can do that, because, sometimes I forget who my mods are, because I had to make Red a fucking mod because he's on Wednesdays.
Right.
And Pidgey's on Saturdays. I have more fun with Pidgey than I do with Red.
Oh.
I don't know how.
I am trying to get another person for the Drinking with Cobra stream. I'm trying to see if fucking Otendo can be on with you.
That would be fun.
Oh.
Because we need Otendo on more.
Yeah.
But I'm going to play one of the songs that we had played originally for the intro for us out. So I hope everyone has a lovely, lovely, fucktastic night. I hope all of us fucking get laid more than Dave Meltzer will ever get laid. I hope all of us look at our lives and realize at least we're better than Ronda fucking Rousey's life.
Amen.
And I hope that all of us can come up with interesting and awesome stories like Hulk Hogan does. So, with that, I wish everyone adieu, and I hope that you all have a good night.